Hey, hello, players.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
And we're down one player by surprise. I put it in
Poor
writing.
Quinn.
Poor Quinn. Pour one out for Quinn.
Okay.
I don't want to pour it out.
I have 64 ounces.
Oh, my God.
No.
Don't pour that on your nice floor there. That'll be the end of that nice part of the floor. You can't have that.
I'll remember this pour out forever.
God, guest star, how could you do me a dirty? After all
Guest
this time,
star,
we've been
why?
friends. I fixed it, though. Oh, my gosh, it's Echo.
He's Echo.
Hi, Echo.
Hello, Echo and friends. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. You're just in time for this. I did put it in writing that I'm not going to take advantage of you being down a key figure, and I will not destroy Hollice today. Not today.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's a very generous offer.
Hey, this is for you.
Oh, I gotta mute the tab. Oh God. I'm okay. I fixed it.
I did just listen to the previous episode. I finished it up about an hour and a half ago, and what I remember is that there was fan fiction at the end that was not canon. So that's not really relevant, but that is the most recent thing I remember.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Hey, Derek Guy. And Hybrid Spider. And Chris. And Dodoto. A great opportunity for Ranmar to explore deep feelings. I think Ranmar engages in that opportunity constantly. It's really the other members of the party that managed to evade it. They hide behind Ranmar and let poor Ranmar get sucked into the vortex that is the Hollice emotional fucking pain train.
I'm the only one alarmed by the events. Everyone else is like, oh, wow, okay.
That's crazy. It's crazy, girl. It's the ancient tomb underneath the town, and then the castle of the goddess of death sitting on top of the town in a parallel dimension, and now
That's so weird.
And now like the really cool planetar that's been babysitting me for like the first 38 episodes is suddenly AWOL, and I got this real creep show telling me I'm doing well, and this just changes everything. No, we're feeling just fine here.
I'm not okay after that.
How are you? Well, I'm doing quite well, so don't worry.
Yeah, good.
I might need a hoodie. I did not plan well.
Oh gosh, go get something. You have to be warm.
Ooh.
It's like suddenly I'm very chilly. I will be right back.
For me,
if I drink a lot of water, I may need to get one too.
Oh, that happens that way. Yeah,
that actually might be what happened. I drank a lot of this.
Have a lot of liquid.
Yeah, I'll be back.
But the lighting in this room actually, there shouldn't be making it warmer because they're LEDs. But I think actually my system with OBS
it's pumping out some heat.
Make it a little warmer in this room. Yeah. So. Is the koi pond frozen? Oh, poor Frangie.
Wait, what?
Just like the town won't be destroyed. Yeah, Echo's got it. Yeah, the town, the infrastructure of the town, the buildings, they'll be fine.
You stop with your technicalities, the two of you. What's wrong with you?
Echo makes good points. What am I supposed to do? Just like have to roll with it. I have no choice.
Ignore him.
Oh, I guess
that's what you do.
Oh, wow.
Did we shout out Echo? I'm going to do it again. One.
Oh, thanks, Echo. Hey, I mean, I am in kind of a hard position because I both love Hollice very dearly and consider it a second home, and also want to burn it to the fucking ground. So it's like it's hard, you know. It's a very conflicted place to be. Is it really?
You don't seem conflicted. Yeah.
I mean, I could do the thing I did before and split it up, but I have to do a whole nother layer like I used to do for Discord for 2 versus 3 people, and we're just gonna deal with it tonight. It's gonna be fun until it really annoys me, and then I will do it.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Lucky, don't do it.
Everything's gonna be fine.
It's fine. Lucky, no. I love you, but no, I'm eating. You son of a bitch.
Actually, it looks like it's okay now. Like, I feel like that's a reasonable frame rate. Maybe I caught up. Well, we'll give it a little time.
Lucky. No. Lucky, please go away. Okay, whatever.
So that's what. Oh my gosh, there is a cat something.
That's his tail.
Okay.
He'll give up in a minute. Oh, I'm back.
Trying to steal the spotlight and succeeding, if temporarily.
He is a good boy. Oh my gosh.
Well, farewell, chat. It was good to.
Bye, chat.
It's good to see you.
Goodbye,
It
chat.
always is good. We should probably do like an episode where we like have like a chat with the chat about everything. Maybe that'll be next week when we can't all get together. We'll do a partial at some point in the week, or I'll just do the talk to the DM episode, so y'all can have a complete week off. Because I'm just generous like that, and I can tell them secrets.
You know I'll be here, right?
Oh well,
I will be in chat.
listening for secrets.
I've picked up some. I'm on to you.
The last episode, did it? Oh no, I'm forgetting the order of events.
Let's see, went to Tag first.
Tag was first. Yep, and then Shyl'arany.
Yes, and then
Then the conversation with
Wolf.
was it Wolf? Was it Wolf, Rachel, Aldi? Was that the order? I thought it was. I can't remember.
because Finn had his moment. His headphones started dying, and it was like right at the end of the episode.
Oh, right.
Right. So it was Finn,
Right.
or Aldi, and they were at the end. Yes, I think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm sorry, I'm still fueling my brain. It hungry.
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, nom,
Okay.
nom.
Well, now we remember. I guess we can fast forward to the next day. Why not? Right?
Why not?
You have the whole town as your oyster. It's the end of Flame Roll,
gosh.
essentially the end of July. You can picture it as July,
Okay.
the 27th.
Oh God, what did we want to do? Let me get my bearings. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Take time. I mean, I can always
We
make
need
something up to throw a wrench in things if you want. So
We'll figure it out maybe. Let's see. We need to. What do we need to do? We need to see how the settlers from. It wasn't Gina Fortuna, was it?
Gina Fortuna was
Was
the
it?
town that you sent a whole bunch of people here. They fled from the ogres and because it was
Okay.
they just didn't feel safe there anymore.
So we need to see how they're settling in, and I don't know if we should. I know at one point we need to talk to Nolan, but I don't think we should do that without Finn here. That seems a little urgent. Or not urgent, but critical that he's here
Yeah.
for making words. Poor Finn.
I mean, you all can feel like if you feel like you have to talk to no one for the specific, you can do that. You can always follow up later. Or waiting is also not going to get anybody killed, probably.
Probably. Great. Awesome. I don't think I had anything other than whatever he wanted to talk to us about when we rolled up in town. That's the only.
He was probably just looking for an update. If he had something specific, he'd have been like, "Yo, come here right now." He has done that a couple of times. Remember?
Oh, okay. So it wasn't urgent. We can just go chat with him for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
I mean,
We
on
could
some
go do
level,
that.
in order to establish that he is still in charge, he has to talk to everyone that he's in charge of. And
That's true,
that
but
is as
I
much
didn't know-
logistics as it is keeping up appearances for people around. So
But I didn't know if this was a Finn needs to be here thing, or we can just let him know everything's fine thing.
only one way to find out.
I guess so. You want to go to Nolan's house, Esme?
Sure.
We love the enthusiasm.
But I mean, isn't that just Esme?
I mean, yes.
I'm actually going to do the thing I did last week that I just said I wouldn't do while you.
The splicing thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the layer differently. And it's gonna like the frame rate is so abysmal. I don't know what is happening, and there's only 2 of you. So what is guest star smoking right now that would cause that to happen?
Twitch has been being mean to a lot of people today. I wasn't getting channel points in a channel I was hanging out in. Yesterday it kept starting and stopping streams for people, and it's just been bad the last couple of days.
Probably fine. All right. All right. We go over here, and then right now I'm gonna add. We're gonna add a new. We add a new scene. Call it guest star sucks. There's a lot about guest star that I really like, but this one thing is really frustrating. Probably
That's
actually
fair.
use exactly the same capture, but right now it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do that.
It's fine.
Can you sway back and forth for us, Fraggy, so we can see the difference in the frame rate? Look at that. Like there is a visible difference in frame rate. All right. Thank you.
Esme, we could go and check in on I forgot his name. Aspen, the wolf. The wolf, not wolf.
The wolf. I imagine he's probably with Tag.
Most likely. And your owlbear.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's where I was walking with the owlbear through Hollice.
Yeah, you did have an encounter
at
with
the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You had an encounter. And you basically parked the owlbear and talked to your sister while she fury stormed around all these house.
She was so aggressive about the cuteness.
Yeah, she's
I just
classically
really
not been great at that stuff.
I just really enjoy the fact that we both storm around things when there are things happening in our heads. It's like that. It's like you like when you walk by a house and you can tell that they have a certain kind of dog because there's just that like strip along the fence of no grass.
Yup.
Oh, yes.
It's our pace circle.
It took like all of like 2 minutes. I guess I've done it a lot.
You
All right.
have so much practice, and that's sad. I'm sorry.
Ashdale will not suit up. She clearly just is excited to be in town. She'll offer to come with you, but you can tell she'd be just as happy on the couch.
Wherever she's comfy, she deserves some time to relax.
Okay. She flops on the couch and takes out a book she's just received and starts reading it.
Okay, everything's fine. Okay. Lucky no.
Okay. So the 2 of you step out the front door. And then a cute little sparrow flies down and circles the 2 of you for a moment. And it basically starts hovering in front of you, Ranmar, looking at you very expectantly.
I'll do the thing like with the finger.
Sure, you
Does it want to land?
Your finger out, it lands.
It's gonna poop on me.
It lands on your finger. It twists its head
Right.
and it looks at you very cutely. And then it says, Ranmar, my lieutenant. I just want to let you know we're on our way, and we'll be down there pretty soon. Now, my caster assures me that you'll get this message in a way that is reasonable and understandable. And I want you to know, between you and me, I'm sorry I asked you that question about orcs. I recognize that was really insensitive, and I've been carrying that weight. Anyway, drinks on me when I get there. Actually, that makes no sense. I'm coming to bail your ass out. Drinks on you. Okay, see you soon. Bye, friends. The bird flies away.
I think I need to go for a walk. That was jarring.
What a way to start the day. Wow. Okay. So that means they just started out. They're probably a day in by the time the bird got here, right?
Yeah.
A day into the trip. Okay. Wow. Oh, stop it. Stop. Shh. Shh. Shh.
Gosh.
Okay, the neighbor dog is barking and she needs to answer. I'm sorry. Okay. Remind me, they're going to the volcano? Or here?
They're coming to Hollice.
They would have to.
That was his plan.
They're
yeah.
coming to Hollice.
Yep.
Okay. But they're building a magma forge,
That's the plan.
which will ease the pressure off the volcano, right?
There's two things. They basically have to vent the volcano's eruption into the deep parts of the earth. And while they're doing that, why not set up a sick ass forge? Because they'll be there.
Okay. So they are doing both things. They're just not necessarily connected automatically. Okay.
Yes.
So they are coming here. Sweet. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm almost done with my dinner.
It's okay. Which is a nice opportunity for the old version of Message to come out and visit us. I remember.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Used to have to. Animal Messenger was very popular in 2nd and 3rd edition. Can send an arbitrary linked message one way.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's a thing anymore, to my knowledge.
Nope. Such a shame.
Okay.
Because now we have sending.
Yeah, Animal Messenger's cooler.
Great.
Didn't you enjoy that?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. 10 out of 10.
Oh my God. This random bird just started screaming at me in my cousin's voice. Okay, so.
Now, couldn't they have some kind of couldn't the bird come with a filter?
No, that makes the spell more fun when there's no filter.
Ugh.
So we have
Fun
more
for
to
who?
the person casting it. We have more to update Nolan on now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right?
It'll probably take them about 5 days to get here, you'd think, because they're not coming as a light geared adventuring party. They're like a full on geared unit of workers. So they're like dragging down gear and shit.
They've got equipment and stuff too.
Yep. You got it.
Ravioli's just growling on every exhale. She's just mad. Okay. All right.
Grumpy
So
Rabby.
maybe she's so grumpy. All right. So first order of business sounds like it should be Nolan to let him know what we did on our trip and who's coming. I need you to stop barking. Pretty please. Just stop. Yeah.
So you're going to Nolan's. Okay. His house is quite close to yours.
Great. Unless someone objects, I think that's where we should go first. But I don't know. No, I'm not the planner.
Nolan is not at home.
Oh, great.
Well, that takes care of that.
And done. Probably at the Waystation then, getting breakfast, maybe?
It's reasonable.
It's early though, right?
Yeah, it's morning. Yeah, he's like, I mean, I guess he does do breakfast at like 10. It's probably like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Oh, it's early.
Oh.
Early.
Yeah, it's like, you get up in the medieval era, you can get up when the sun comes up.
Okay, but that's lame. Okay.
What else are you going to do? Is stay in bed on your phone? Oh, wait.
Then why isn't Nolan at home? Or
Interesting.
is he just asleep?
Okay.
Interesting. Let me get my notes. Oh no, did I not get a pen? Can I not take notes? I have a pen. Okay. Time out.
Okay.
We gotta make note of this. Why did I forget his name? Jordan. Okay.
Wow. Your family.
Oh God, please don't make the bird come back.
That's an Inu problem, not a Ranmar problem.
No, no, it's fine.
No bird.
It was remembered. It was remembered. It's fine. We don't need reminders.
This is an Inu brain problem, not a Ranmar problem. Be nice.
All right, we're gonna try another capture so we can see. There we go.
Let me put my plate away while you're attempting stuff real quick.
Sure, yeah.
I'll be back.
This is my least favorite way to do it, but also it works. Look at that. Now we have full frame rate because it's in the frickin' screen and you just see the things I see in Guesser. That's fine. Sick.
Sick.
Oh, I missed that guy. Don't you miss that guy?
Be quiet. No.
What? Oops.
Davies is implying that Vergadine isn't coming back.
I didn't say that. All I said was I missed that guy. All I said was I missed that guy. Don't you miss that guy?
You're being cryptic and I don't like it.
Sounds like Esmaray does not miss that guy. I don't know. It's weird.
I miss Vergadine.
We all miss Vergadine.
Bean, you just betrayed me twice.
Oh, Moonu, your animals are a whole different ballgame. There we go. Full frame rate with some junk in the frame. I'm fine with it. There we go. Now you can see their reactions are the best part.
Bean ripped my notebook.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, so you're heading to the Waystation.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I out loud. I'm writing notes.
Oh, no worries. All right. So you depart Nolan's with a bit of confusion. You head up the ramp up to Upper Hollice. Those are the market's starting to open up for business. People are pulling the tarps off their carts and stuff. And Nolan is dressed quite formally and is standing essentially in the middle, looking nervous, like wringing his hands a little bit, looking around and watching the market. But that market's not what he's paying attention to. Melissa's also there. She looks just fine, but she's also dressed quite nicely.
He doesn't look like he's nervous about the merchants. Can we tell what he is seeming to focus on?
He's looking at the ground.
That's not helpful. Okay. I can't even spell the word nervous. I put an E on the end of it. Why would I do that?
Nervose.
Oh my gosh, you did a terrible job slicing French's
humor. It's just fancy nervous. That's all.
Schmervous.
Okay. All right. But Melissa seems nervous, you said?
Nope. She seems like she's doing quite normal.
Okay.
So while you stand there kind of looking, wondering what the hell's happening, there is a very loud electrical, like lightning bang as a teleport spell resolves a few feet away from Nolan. Lightning hits the ground and there's a big flash. And then in the middle of this flash, as the smoke clears and sort of the arcane lightning settles out, there's a man dressed in blue, like not trying to hide the fact he's a wizard, blue robes, a hood thrown back, short but scraggly hair, a reasonably well-kept short beard, bags and a large chest at his feet. He looks around, but it didn't take him long to notice Nolan's there. You hear him say, "Nolan?" Nolan nods and steps forward, extends his hand, and the wizard steps up and hands him some kind of a scroll. Nolan awkwardly fumbles it because he was looking to shake the guy's hand. He pulls the caps off, drops them, opens the thing, kind of reads it quickly, hands it to Melissa, who does a much more careful job reading, whatever it is. And then Nolan goes to shake the guy's hand. And the guy was like, sure, I'll shake your hand, whatever. and Nolan sees you and he starts waving over to you.
Oh dear. Okay. I'll head over.
These are hi, wow, okay, so these are the heroes of Hollice. Our protectors are they're okay, that's fine. Darren says just call me Darren in case you can't tell. Wizard. He extends his hand to you, remember?
I'll introduce myself as Ranmar and shake his hand.
Yeah, seems detached, but he does shake your hand. He's not trying to be limp about it. Esmaray.
Esmaray.
Oh,
Esmaray.
Elf, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So where's the bar? And Nolan says, well, please help yourself. Waystation's right there. We're so glad you're here. Thank you. Yeah, we'll set you up some kind of a formal accommodation. I didn't realize you'd be, we didn't expect you. Yeah, I get it. It's fine. Yeah. Thanks. And he starts wandering over towards the Waystation, and his bags and his chest just kind of get up and float in a little procession behind him as he makes his way over to the Waystation. Yeah, this is all in order, Pa, Melissa says. She rolls the scroll back up. It's just covered in legalese. Something weird about it, though, right? Yeah, Nolan says. We weren't going to get a wizard. Like, why would they give us a wizard if they want us not to make it, right? Yeah, I don't get it. But wizard's great.
Oh no, the name of the place with the people and the things that do stuff.
Caden.
Caden, thank you.
Caden.
Is he from Caden?
Wow. How that was arrived at from that description is beyond me, but cool. Glad y'all are on the same page.
It's not my first rodeo.
The trick is Thades knew what I was trying to ask.
With the people who do the things.
I was literally thinking of Finn's aunt. I was like, the person who does things, and the other people were there too.
She does do things.
Who also do things.
It's true.
Sometimes the same things, sometimes different things.
I panicked. I forgot what I was trying to say.
You're doing great.
Okay. Caden sent a wizard?
That's not sus.
Yeah.
He seemed like, really
aloof,
personable.
Oh, that's
I mean, I don't know, wizards, right? Like they're all kind of like that, aren't they? Yes, Melissa says. I mean, I don't think we have any reason to be suspicious of him. The wizards don't answer to anyone really in Caden. They have an agreement there, and they kind of like make their way around Caden and Anirian freely. So they do mostly what they want. I'm just surprised that in the middle of the war is the war over? I didn't get a chance to ask him. No one says I'm sure I'll get a chance. I want to let him settle in though. I'm not going to accost him with questions yet. We shouldn't just do that yet. It's we also have to check over the market, Melissa. But wait, we got a wizard, Darren. Why do you look so worried? He says to you, Ranmar.
No, I'm having thoughts. I'm sorry.
No, my apologies. I just.
This is just what my face looks like when I'm thinking. Okay, so
this is
was he
thinking face?
This is my thinking face. Do we know, was he sent here or did he ask to come here?
No, it was part of the grant. Like we got the land grant, and basically a part of being a satellite settlement for Caden. Like if you're sufficiently far away and you don't have a wizard, you get a wizard. But it has to be half volunteer but it's part of like the charter they have with the Mages Guild, and then they send a wizard or some kind of caster, usually a wizard, because they're mostly wizards.
Everybody gets a wizard.
Well, not everybody gets a wizard,
you
but there's
get a wizard, and you get a wizard.
Like the Caden Capital has the tower itself, and so they have like a number of wizards, but there's only one. There's no court wizard that they show up and hang out sometimes. So he's not like a court wizard. He's not. I can't tell him what to do, but he's here, and he has to be here for 3 years, and he lives here, so he will protect the place. That's I don't know how, but he's a wizard. He'll use magic, right? So that's great. I mean, wizards do other stuff, right? Wizards do other stuff. He looks at Melissa. Yes, Paul. Wizards can do quite a few things. Yeah, great. All right. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna check over the carts. Wow, this is a really warm jacket for this weather. He starts like trying to unbutton and rebutton his. He can't decide whether being uncomfortable but looking good, which one to do. So he just wanders over to
this really snazzy
carts to go about his business. Thanks.
look great. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do you need anything from us right now? Would you rather relax after the sudden arrival of Darren?
Carts.
Catch up with you later.
Nolan just completely starts ignoring you and walks towards the carts. Melissa's just still standing with you. Sorry about that.
Goodbye.
It seems to be an eventful morning.
It's pretty. I mean, he was really excited about this. We only got word of it last night. So.
Oh.
It seems to have happened very quickly, but it's got all the signatures it's supposed to have. We have a wizard.
And they're legit signatures, right?
She looks at you. I assume.
I don't know. You seem surprised that it happened so fast. I'm just asking.
She shows you the document. If you really want to try and get something out of it, if you don't have like forgery or it's incredible that this is actually something Finnegan would be very well suited to. Sorry. You could use a history or knowledge reading things check to see if you can piece through the legalese. I mean, you have a better chance than most. I'll make a DC that's not impossible because Ranmar is a scholar of magic. So the odds that you have at least a passing understanding of how each nation handles their wizards, because when you have that much power, like as an organization, you wield power in government, right? And they have to have some kind of they are an organization that has to have some kind of a diplomatic relationship with the nations that they live in because they have to live too. They got to go buy food and hang out somewhere, and they benefit from an army and infrastructure as well. So some wizards don't give a shit and they go off on their own. But anyway, you might know. So I don't know. Give me a roll. What do you got?
Did you say history?
History's fine. Yeah, I mean, you can also make the case that some of the role you think that you do better at makes sense to me, and I'll hear it out.
No, I mean, unless I could somehow insight if it's deceitful. That's about all I got. Okay, hold on. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna. What the fuck? Why am I like this? Okay. That's a whopping 11.
Oh.
I rolled a 3. Come on.
Wow. I mean, for a 3, it's pretty good.
These dice are cursed. They're going away now.
Put them away. They need to be cleansed.
Yeah, they're going.
They need to go in the corner and think about what they've done.
So
I'm gonna get the other set.
You're not overly familiar with specifically how, like, because as far as the dwarves are concerned, like Caden, Nurian, and Stalthus they were pretty isolated until just now, essentially. And they still are isolated because they put this town out here and they aren't doing anything with it. They went to war immediately. And there's also, you have inside information that at least half of the government wants Hollice to fail. So they're isolated. They're too buried in their own shit to do anything. And so, a lot of people, the wizards are their own thing. And you're pretty confident that, like any other nation, if war came to their borders, they would say, "Hey, wizards, you got to help us." And the worst case would be that they'd have to pay a fuck ton of money for the wizards to roll out and do wizard shit, fireballs, lightning, the works, to fight other armies with.
Hashtag wizard shit.
Wizard shit.
Okay.
Hashtag wizard shit.
Wizard shit.
But it's not the case. So if there's, I would say that it is not. You don't believe it's likely that any member of the Kadic government who wants Hollice to fail would have let the wizard come here. It's not that they sent the wizard here as an insurgent to destroy it. They couldn't afford to do that, probably. Instead, they probably would have pushed back at every possible hitch to be like, no, they don't get a wizard for these reasons. We don't want them to have a wizard because a wizard could guarantee their success. I I would say if you had a better roll, I'd give you more. But that's what you get.
I rolled a 3. I'm pretty proud I got what I got.
It is what it is.
Okay, can I memorize as much as possible to share with Finn when we find him?
Yeah, I think you could actually pretty much regurgitate what you've read. And you're not gonna get the legalese perfectly, but you know the content of the message. It's essentially like, you know, as agreed upon and decreed, and this king, and a big long list of fucking people that all did it and who were important. And you don't have to memorize those names. But like the basically the idea is Caden still thinks it owns Hollice. And as a show that is the case, here's your wizard. You're welcome. You owe us because you owe us everything. Yada, yada. All these names are important and you're not important. We are. Sincerely, there is essentially what amounts to a seneschal of government, which means that not a single duke or duchess signed this document. They didn't have any sign off on it. But who did sign it are the archmages of the Wizards Guild. And those names you recognize. They're not really important for us at this point, but
okay.
Yeah, there's 6 of them, and you know them. You've at least heard of a few of them.
Okay, cool. I'd like to remember as much as I can to share with Finn, see if anything stands out for him later, because he knows this stuff. Oh, 3.
That's okay. Don't worry. You'll have more opportunities than I realized because I rolled the event die, and oh my gosh. So I have a table, and I put things on it that are possible, and then I roll a die or two to see what's going to happen in Hollice today.
What if you didn't?
What if you just didn't?
What if I
just not?
I mean, you want me to show you what I rolled? Because it's
I'm
so rare.
Scared.
That's fine. Is that going to come up in the camera? I don't know.
Oh, great.
That's fine.
Awesome. Oh, no.
Hilarious.
I'm... Okay.
Good. Esme, you before anyone else hear the singing of an elvish host south of the town.
Host?
Yeah, a unit of at least 20. They sing when they want people to know they're coming.
Do I know the intention?
No, you just know the song. It's a song you recognize. It's a song that they sing.
Okay.
We are the elves of the Sinlay, essentially. We mean you no harm. We bring peace. We hope for...
So they are Sinlay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to
Melissa
tell
looks
Ranmar
a little bit...
that's happening.
Melissa's, like looking at you expectantly, Ranmar, because you still have the document.
Oh, I give it back.
She rolls it up and puts the caps back on that her father had tumbled.
I'll be back when she's done.
Sure, it is what it is. That is the most convenient excuse of a player I've ever seen. That's basically saying, "Guess what, elf? You're on your own." I mean, I've seen people say that deliberately at the table, like literally, but never. So,
okay. All right. She laid down and stopped growling. I think she's done.
All right, there we go.
Didn't mean to abandon you. Okay, what did I miss? Because I didn't hear everything because of this heathen dog.
I think at this point,
the elves are here.
Yeah, you can start hearing elves singing.
Okay. And I would be able to understand what they're saying, right? That they're from the Sinlay.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you've never. There's some chance you've heard this song in your life. How old is Ranmar?
Oh, I think I made them in their 30s. I don't remember.
That's possible.
Old? You told us not to make weird ones. Oh, I didn't write it down. Probably in their 30s.
There you go. You're fine. Yeah, you think you have maybe about 25 minutes before whatever it is marches into Hollice. Some of the people around the carts are starting to look to the south. They look very confused.
I don't know what to do. Like, should I go out there and meet them or just let them come? I don't know. I don't do elf shit that way.
I don't do elf shit.
Like you could have maybe hazard a guess as to why they're coming. I bet you. It's been a while, but your brother had a mission, right?
I don't remember.
Elvir wants to get a delegation from the Denali here because he's pretty confident that the Sinlay are going to send a delegation.
What is a delegation?
You are the formal ambassador to the Denali, right? You have a tattoo that was pressed into your arm by the Queen of the Quellan.
Yep.
They're going to want to talk to you.
Oh God.
Basically political things. It's going to be fun. I will real quick. Anyone who's like looking around alarmed, I'll be like, it's okay. Esme knows these people. Everything's fine.
Melissa will nod.
Just some visitors.
The last elf made more elves, someone says.
Esme, you've got to tell them.
No, it's fine. Their stories are way better.
Oh, no.
Esmaray is going to whisper to Ranmar, can you convince me that everything's going to be okay? Like that.
Wow.
It's going to be fine. You.
I don't even know why she did that, though. Like, I don't know why she picked me.
Right. So I know it's been forever. So Esme's, if I remember correctly, I don't even remember what episode to flip back on my notes, but Esme, Esme, your mom,
very
and
close to the Reginald episode, if not the Reginald episode.
Yeah.
It was either later in that episode or the next one. Yeah.
Yep. I like Reginald is the milestone you remember, not becoming the ambassador of the elvish exiles in the mystical forest that no one's allowed to go into, but
Hi, I'm Fraggy. Have you met me?
The fish that Finnegan ate and forgot about.
Why wouldn't that be the thing I remember?
I mean, I can't dispute it. That's the case. It is the case.
Oh no,
you have met me.
So I have.
Oh no!
A brilliant.
Why they're coming? Is it because of Reginald?
They're going to come kill you for Reginald. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
Somewhere about it's a splendid and glittering, beautiful host of sparkly elves march into the south end of camp. There are at least a dozen of them from here. You think 6 sentinels, and then a number of non-combatants walking in the center of the pack.
Okay.
One of them is definitely a very high-ranking individual. Like if he hasn't sat on the council, he could if he wanted to. So it's someone who's very important.
Okay.
Nolan runs over to you and stands behind you, Esmaray. I think they're here to see you, right? They didn't know they sing like that. Does that mean they look really fancy? Are they going to kill all of us? Are we allowed to be here? We cut down some trees.
It's
oh
fine.
No! Shit!
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They sing like this anytime that they're making their presence known. They're not. If they wanted to kill you, you wouldn't know they were coming.
They just sent me, Mulavir says, who is now behind Nolan.
That's not helping.
Hi. Wow, you do really look you look so similar. It's really amazing. Oh, all elves look the same? Aren't you sisters? I'm just giving you shit, little man. Don't worry about it.
Oh dear. I would like to real quick, just for funsies, I'm going to cast guidance on Esme.
Okay.
And
It's a good idea.
wish you luck. This is all you, I'm afraid.
I don't like it.
You can totally take part, Ranmar.
Don't make me do
worry.
stuff.
Says the narrator.
I will
scared.
help if I can. You got this.
I don't want to do things. Don't make me do things. No, it's fine. I'm good.
The Sentinels make sort of a... Whoa, my God. Incredible. I hope you're getting candy out of that deal. Otherwise, that wasn't worth it.
No, I don't have any candy in my reach. I already looked.
No.
Incredible.
I'm so sad about it.
Yeah, I'd send you some of it good.
I need gummies.
The small group of elves essentially beeline right for you, Esmaray. They stop, and all of them bow.
Oh God! Don't do that.
Mulefier says.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The leader approaches you. He has long, beautiful hair, braided gently and tied back in maybe 5 individual rows, all splinted with silver. He's wearing silver robes and sapphire-adorned jewels. He smiles at you. Esmaray Vier, ambassador of the Quellen, an honored member of our own community. I am overjoyed to meet you myself. I am Sila Celastium of the Sinlay. He bows. You don't know Sila, but Celastium is essentially, if you had a royal family, that's who it is.
Oh God! Great.
He bows to you
cool.
a second time and then extends his hand.
Should
I'll
I
take it.
Should I bow? I don't know. Should I?
No! Don't you dare!
What? Why? Oh God. Okay, then I won't.
We ask,
God.
I ask, that you help us to connect with your kin here, your friends, and establish a formal embassy. The Sinlay and Hollice shall be friends, if you will it. Nolan is stark white right now.
I don't really feel like I should be the only one to make that decision. I don't know, but is that it?
You can just ask Nolan if
Yeah,
if
okay.
he would accept a.
Is that? I don't know if
Okay.
that's a thing that they want, but sure. Yeah, Nolan.
Do you need a moment to confer with your associates?
That would be great. Thanks.
He bows and he motions to the elves, and they all just like turn on their heels and walk away from you about 60 yards, and he goes with them.
I don't know what that means.
Because it means you're like really important now.
Why? I don't even know what an embassy is. Like, I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what that means.
It means they
Hollice?
like want to treat Hollice like its own nation, and if they put an embassy here and it's not for Caden, that means they recognize that Hollice is an independent power, and that the Sinlay's got its back.
Right?
I mean, it's really great for Hollice in terms of those shitbags in Caden. No offense, she says to Nolan. Nolan's like, no, I'm not offended. They're shitbags, he says. But also it does mean that, you know, they're a very powerful nation and Hollice is tiny, so they can kind of push us around. So we got to be careful.
And suddenly you'll have an embassy for the Sinlay and at least the ambassador for the Quellen here.
Yeah. So they can't smack us around too much then, Mulefier says, looking at your Ranmar. Because we do have that relationship too. Do you think this will make those Quellen people come over here finally?
Wasn't that the point?
I think
Did I miss?
Elvish is supposed to get him over here as...
Yeah.
I'm not a diplomat. I stab things. Why do I can't stab them.
You stab things so good.
There's 6 sentinels. I can't take 6.
Well, you don't have to.
Maybe 2. Actually, one of them looks pretty new. I can take that one out and then 2 more, and then I'm dead.
I don't think anybody needs to stab anybody.
Okay.
But also, I mean, I'm not a diplomat either. I don't know.
Yes, you are, she says. She pushes on the tattoo on your arm. This means you are.
But I don't know.
Hold on.
You got touched by a queen.
I don't know why.
I can literally call Queen and chat with her for a minute. Do you need me to phone a friend?
I don't even know what I would ask.
I don't either. We could just, let me see. I wrote it down, but I don't remember. Is it once per day for a minute?
A couple of minutes.
Oh, wait, I wrote it on my spells. Here we go. Once per day, telepathically communicate with Mario for 2 minutes. So I could call and at least let her know the Senlay is they're here, wanting to establish the embassy that she knew they would, right? That was why she made you ambassador, right?
Right. I can't really remember like the details of that. That's where I'm having like I remember this happening. Like I remember all that's happening. I cannot remember what the reasons were. Like that's
the reasons were 100% political. It's literally like, I mean, Elvira was sort of behind this too, but Mario knows what's going on. You're the wardens, right? You have some important connection to the destiny of these incredibly powerful artifacts, and no one can access them or really understand them except for the four of you. You have the most hope of doing that. And if they can't control the artifacts, any government that understands they're powerful is going to want to control the people who can. And your best bet, being a very tiny town that you have to protect and a very tiny party that is lower level than these like titans, is to play political chess by pulling a World War I trick, a Bismarck trick, basically, and playing them against each other. Hollice versus the Senlay, Hollice loses. The Quellan versus the Senlay, stalemate. Hollice is in the clear. So bringing Mario or anyone else being like, hey, it's time for your embassy because Senlay is here. I thought you were going to be here. So that's why they did that, and that's why Elder was trying to position that to set it up. And it would occur to Esme at this point that maybe that's why your mom set all these dominoes in place, because she knew this would happen and wanted you to not fall under the control of either superpower. And so instead you have both. In her own fucked up way, she tried to help you. It is a lot. It is a lot.
It's a lot. This is a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
By sheer luck, I flipped back to session 20, which is where a lot of this happened. And I didn't finish my notes because it happened so fast.
Yeah, that was a lot that episode too.
There was a lot. Okay. So I did write down. Aha! Specifically, I wrote Queen Mario reveals that time passes differently here. I assume that means in the Quellan.
Yes.
So is it possible she doesn't realize how long it's been? Did she lose track of time?
You don't think that's possible? Ranmar would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't think. Yeah. I would think that.
She's somewhere in her 600s or something. She's probably got it. Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to maybe like just to let her know that this is what's happening right now. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
And what do we do?
I was deep in notes for a second. So I'm basically letting her know that a delegation from the Senlay is here.
They want to establish an embassy.
Yeah, they want to establish an embassy. And we thought the Quellan wanted to establish a full-blown embassy too. Now would be a good time to be here. Is that basically the gist of what I'm starting this off with?
Did you send that?
Yeah.
No,
they were
me
You're
as
preparing.
a person.
Okay. I thought you were sending it.
Double checking what I'm doing. No,
Sure.
No, not yet.
That's fine.
Is that basically what I'm doing?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds good.
The narrator loves
All
it.
right.
That's great.
Oh God.
Okay, wait. Never mind. I need to change my mind. Maybe
I'm
I
trying
don't know.
to be helpful. You're doing good.
You're scary.
Oh God. I trusted the narrator. Oh God. What's become of me? Okay. All right. All right.
I would say if you don't trust me, that's fine. But do you trust Mario? And Elvira?
Question mark. Yes. And yes.
I think that's reasonable.
All right. Okay. All right. So I will do whatever needs to be done to open up this communication that I've never used before.
It just works. And you can feel the presence of the queen in your mind.
Great. Okay. A delegation from the Senlay has arrived in Hollice to establish the embassy that you were pretty sure was going to happen. When might, or is the plan still for you to have one here as well? Oh no. Why are you rolling? I'm dead. She's gonna flavor blast me. I fucked up. I'm dead. Goodbye.
High or low, Ranmar?
Oh no.
Hi.
That's the right call. I rolled a 98.
Am I dead?
No, on the contrary. Kithriel, Mariel, and Trillia and Elvir emerge next to you out of nowhere. Thank you, Kithriel, Mariel says. Kithriel looks at you like a, it's Kithriel.
Like Kithriel.
And then he vanishes the same way. He's almost stepping into a shadow that wasn't much of a shadow. We formally and humbly request to establish an embassy here, she says to Noland. Noland's just dumbfounded. Mulavir kicks his heel. Ugh! Hey, you're not Melissa? What? Wow. I'm so honored. Wow, but who are you? I am Mariel, Queen of the Quellan, Forbidden Wood, home of the Denali elves. What's a Denali? She leans forward and says, We're elves, and it's a good idea to be friends with us. Just ask your friends here. Noland looks at you. Yes, I welcome you with open arms. Thank you. Please make yourselves at home. She nods and motions to Trillia and makes her way down to Lower Hollice like she owns the place.
Wow.
Sorry,
Okay.
we're a little bit late, Elvir says. Are you sorry? I feel like I'm going to be in a minute, says to me, Elvir. But she really wanted to wait for more or less this exact moment.
Do we know why?
I don't know. She's a queen. You tell me. You're the ambassador.
You know what? Come on now.
You're good.
Anything.
All you've got to do is just recognize that our ages and ranks don't really matter here because you have a really powerful title as the ambassador to the Quellan and the representative of the Sinla here in Hollice. They've got to listen to you, no matter what you have to say. And you can take your time. You can drag things out.
What if I don't know what I have to say?
Just be informal about it, which you've been doing probably. Just
be chill.
Yeah.
I still don't know. Do we want we it's in our best interest, yes, to also allow for the Sinlay embassy. Yes.
Definitely now. You've got a Denali embassy. They'll be pretty pissed if you don't let them in here.
Okay. Awesome. Sweet. That's, I'm just making decisions, I guess. Cool. I love this for me.
Warden. You can make decisions.
That's true.
I don't like to.
I don't either. And here we are.
Incredible.
What happened?
You decided to play Dungeons and Dragons with me. Sure, you could go into...
Esmaray's just like, why did I leave the woods?
Oh.
You know there are Dungeons and Dragons campaigns where parties just fight goblins? They just fight goblins. The goblins come and they try to burn the town down and they fight the goblins off and that's the whole campaign. That's the thing. Wow. Or they could do this.
They can become ambassadors
Such a big
to
deal.
people who've been sequestered for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Somebody with, zero political experience.
I think that's part of the point, Elvir says. If you're not burdened down by all that shit, you'll do what's right.
But I don't know. How will I know what's right?
I feel like you're going to know what's right. You're not going to like sell the town out.
No.
That's a great starting place.
But then also, like, saying no to things could cause us to be in trouble too.
Not right away. We have time.
As soon as the big power things move in.
Well,
I don't like any of it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay, awesome.
If nothing else,
so
she'll stab him, right? Born to stab, Melivir says.
You're very good at stabbing.
Thank you. I take that compliment very sincerely.
It was sincere. You're very good at what you do.
Flattery is going to get you everywhere, she says.
No. Negative.
You better be careful. Chat's going to start mushing their names together next.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Elvir leans over to Melivir and he whispers, "You're getting shot down left and right, huh? Shut up." Nolan still looks very confused.
Wow.
Do we have to talk to the other elves too? They're different elves, right? They look very different.
Yeah.
Like they look like elves because they got the pointy ears and they're so hot, but also like those are sparkly elves and those are like blue sad elves. So like, and what was that like weird elf that had just white and stared at me like 1,000 years had gone by in that second and then disappeared? What's happening? Do I still live here? Pa, Melissa says. This is a very stressful time.
These are kind of valid questions.
I feel like
but your guess is as good as mine.
Nolan walks up to you, Esmaray. I feel like you and I have the most in common right now, and I don't know what to make of that. But I'm in this with you, okay?
It's probably that neither one of us knows what to do here.
He stands.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
He stands next to you. All right, I'm ready to go talk to the other elves if you are.
Okay, sure, let's go.
All right. Your group makes its way over. The Sinlayan delegation turns to you. Sela will again walk to you. The Sentinels are these like they look like I don't know if you've ever seen Warhammer Fantasy armored elves. It's probably your best bet. Their armor is very insectile, like an insect. Like it's like very segmented and folded into itself, like overlapping plates. It is impossibly agile for metal. The dwarves have never been able to figure out how they do it, but also dwarves don't mind things being clunky and heavy because if it's heavy, your sword's not going through it. That's the elves' opinion, not the dwarves' opinion. But the elves' armor does seem to work pretty well, and they're very fast. When they move, it's simultaneously smooth and sharp. They're always like moving at 90-degree angles and facing things. You can't really see their eyes through their helmets. They have sort of like where like, Melivir has the mask that covers just your face. Their entire ass helmet does that, but it's like a cone that curves back. Sela approaches and
creepy.
Yeah, they all have spears and they basically don't move.
Oh.
Sela approaches, looking at you expectantly, Esmaray. I see the Denali have beaten us to it. I hope that we are still welcome.
Yes, you are.
I bid you thank you.
Sure.
We would like to set up housing for ourselves, which we can do under our own power, but we want to do it in a place that does not offend or take space away from something important. And he looks at Nolan. Yeah, we'll find you. Yeah, absolutely. We'll find you a nice place wherever you want. I appreciate you. The Sela looks back to you, Esmaray, and he says, "Please visit any time, and we'll be seeing you quite soon, I expect."
Okay.
The delegation, with the exception of the Sentinels that make more noise than the other elves, but not that much, they make this like beautiful sort of like metallic clacking as they walk. They start walking away. One of the Sentinels hesitates for a brief moment and looks at you, Esmaray, for a long moment through their invisible helmet. Something about the shape of their body is eerily familiar to you, even through the armor. Suddenly they sort of drop decorum and look a little uncertain. Like they're not holding their rigid form anymore.
Esmaray is going to like feel really uncomfortable with that. Because like the familiarity is there, but there's something not quite clicking. But it comes with a feeling of like,
It's hard to sell just how alien the Sentinels are compared to the other, even elves that anyone would encounter. She takes her hand away from her spear, and the spear just stays upright, sort of floating in the air. She removes her helmet and reveals that it is Valen. She looks also uncomfortable.
Esmaray is going to kind of take a moment to understand what it is that she is seeing and feeling as a result, and then she is going to quite literally turn around and walk away as fast as she can without running.
You're all now standing in this like awkward silence. Mielavir
Sorry, guys. I'm out.
gives Valen a level look. I will stab you, she says. Valen rolls her eyes and then puts her helmet on and hustles to catch up to the delegation. Did you know? Mielavir says to El. No. All right, I'm going to see where the Denali set up. I'll catch up with you later. Elvira wanders off. Well, we got to go see if Ez is okay before she starts shooting people.
Who is that?
Come on.
Can you explain while we catch up to Esme?
Nope.
I don't understand who that is. Okay.
Esme,
Is beelining for her tree.
do you want to go to all the way back down to your tree? Because that's where Valen went. That's the direction they went in.
Oh, fuck.
I kind of figured
then.
you went the opposite direction, which would take you right into the
Sure.
Waystation. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Into the Waystation. Aspen is sitting up at the bar, staring at the new wizard who's sitting next to all his bags with a beer. The wizard will look up at you for a moment, nod at you, and then turn back to his beer.
She is doing everything that she can to keep some type of composure through the absolute fucking panic that is ripping through her right now. So she's gonna like find some any type of area in there that can be somewhat secluded and like call Aspen over and just like
Okay.
try to like
You could go to the hero's table. You could go behind the bar. You could go in the kitchen.
I feel like, is there space to go behind the bar and like back up against it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where.
Okay.
And just like,
So you do
like-
that, and you're right next to Tag's legs. Like, Aspen, come on. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Sure. Elves, wolves, whatever. And then Aspen runs between his legs. Okay. Darren laughs at him. What's with this dog, man? It's not a dog. It's a wolf. And they just kind of wandered into town, like I was saying, and they just been following me around. It turns out it's actually one of the hero's wolves, the elf Esmaray, and who I don't know where she is right now. Texas. Yeah, me either. Darren says. The Ranmar, you can enter the Waystation, and you see everyone but Esmaray.
Weird. I thought she came through here.
I wonder if I should tell Ranmar where Aspen is right now, Tag says loudly.
Why are you talking that loud?
Huh? Oh,
Why are you
Ranmar.
talking like
I
that?
I didn't see you there.
How?
I'm just busy talking to my new friend here, our new wizard. Just call me
Hi.
Darren. Hey, you're like a cleric, right? Bacab, I can tell.
Yes.
Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, that sounds delightful. Honestly, great.
I could kill the wizard.
I'll sit
Mulefer
down.
says to you quietly.
No.
I'm
Why?
just really bad right now. I have a lot of feelings.
Well, use your finding skills to find Esme.
She's behind the bar, pretending she's not behind the bar.
Oh, well, okay, then this is up to you then.
No, look. She grabs you by the shoulders, spins you around, and gets right in your face. I don't know why you don't think I'm cute, and I don't care. But right now, all I can think about is how Valen is here, and Valen dumped my sister.
Oh, well, that's some context.
Does that help?
Well, I don't know who we're running away from right now, so any context is great.
Well, we're not running away, because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Great.
I don't really know what happened there, but she's an idiot for leaving my sister, and I want to stab her. And I'm pretty sure she became a sentinel because she figured that's the best chance she has of not getting stabbed. But what's really weird to me is that you all seem totally cool with your new paramour's exes, right? Like that Tiash lady? I'd have stabbed her. Good. She's cool, but maybe she needs to be stabbed.
To me. Okay, great.
I'm having a lot of feelings right now,
I can
Ranmar.
tell. You are, and I can respect that. But I don't know how to respond to any of them. I'm sorry.
She looks enraged. She's squeezing your shoulders and she lets go, puts her arms down by her side, and she says, I really need a hug right now.
I will hug her. I will hug.
Thank you. That's pretty nice, actually. You're a good hugger. I see why she likes you. Okay,
you.
I'm going to storm around this bar now, okay?
Okay, I'll handle
Esme.
it. Thank you.
You go talk to Esme. Okay, bye. And she storms out of the
bye.
bar. You know, every elf I've met has been like that, except for the really old ones, Darren says. Yeah? Tag says. Yeah. Why? Tag says. Actually, you know what? I just respect them all. He's looking down, like trying not to look down at the bar. And whatever their feelings are, totally valid and cool. And none of my goddamn business. Darren nods at him. Anyway, can you pull a draft without falling over the wolf or the wolf behind the bar for my new friend here, the cleric of Bacab? Yeah, absolutely. He expertly steps over Aspen because he's got a lot of practice at doing it, and he pulls a couple more beers and slides them over to you, Ranmar.
Great. Thank you so much. Wow. So much has happened in the last 5 minutes. If only Esme were here to have witnessed any of it.
Witness what? Oh, do I count as like a thing that happened? No, I don't. I'm not. Don't worry about that. Darren says. I'm out here, but I just live here now, and it's cool.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thanks.
We will admit to some curiosity about you.
I bet that makes sense. They didn't want a wizard here. They did not want a wizard here.
They who?
Anybody.
Caden?
Yeah.
Caden?
I mean, Caden in particular, they were pretty angry about it. They were pushing back the whole time, yeah.
Okay. But did you wanna you must have volunteered, right? Or did you
Yeah. Volunteered is actually
Oh.
a great word to use, honestly, yes.
Or were you volunteered?
Oh no, they didn't want me to go. But they also didn't want me to stay. So it just worked out for everybody.
Aw, nice little middle finger. That's great.
And little. There wasn't little about it. I told him exactly what I thought of him. Fucking idiots.
I like you.
Thanks. You're already growing on me, Master Cleric.
Oh, good, because I'm awkward as fuck. That's great. Awesome.
You know, of all the dwarves I've met, most of them aren't awkward. There was this one, though. I bet this.
Oh, no.
Maybe. What's wrong?
Oh God.
Well, I have a feeling I know who you're gonna talk about.
How's that possible? There's like so many dwarves.
You carry on with your story, and I will be happy to be proven wrong.
I mean, the one thing about this guy, I'll say, he was honest to a fault. He would tell you literally anything on his mind. If it was in his brain, it was coming out his mouth within a few seconds. And if it was weird or uncomfortable, I mean, he actually got me using this word that I rather like.
You just hear it from under the bar. Bygones.
Bygone.
Wow. The wolf speaks, he says the tag. Hey, wolves speak. Wolves have feelings, tag says. All cool with me. I'm just cool with all of it. He steps one leg over Aspen to put Aspen between his legs. It's just easier if you just do it, because then you don't get surprised and knocked over, I've learned. Aspen whispers to you, Esmaray, he's not getting any smarter. I'm doing everything I can.
I think that might be a lot.
Sorry.
He is not wolf.
Master Cleric, what should I call you? I could keep calling you Master Cleric if you like formality, but
No, just Ranmar. It's fine.
Ranmar.
What?
That's your name. I'm just trying it out. What's wrong?
Hades, I'm scared. Does he not remember that we introduced ourselves?
Oh, different lighting, he says. Right. You're the heroes.
I'm scared. Great. Awesome.
Like sometimes we
Cool.
give fake names. Sometimes we forget because we put down 2 beers really fast about getting to a new place. Just give a guy a break.
I'm scared. Okay, great. Yeah, no, just Ranmar is fine.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what happens in this tiny little town? Seems pretty uneventful, right? Small place.
It's growing on me. Aspen's making weird sounds down there.
I have been told, Darren says, that Aspen and other wolves have feelings and they're valid and we respect them and they're none of our damn business.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Esmeralda's got like her hands on like Aspen's like shoulder area and just like head against his head.
Having a bad day? What's wrong?
I could say that.
I did say that. That's why I said that. Having a bad day.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Having a bad day. Oh God, did something eat Monty?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Am I allowed to eat Monty?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Money is not food. Money is friend.
Monty's both food and friend, but friend more important.
Monty is friend, not food.
Friend, not food.
Friend, not food.
The owls can be food, but not Monty.
So Darren says,
Money is all friend, no food.
What gets you out here? Like, are you on the payroll? Like, how'd they convince you to move out here?
So long ago. Give me a second. Wait. What happened? Right. We met up at
Resolve's Rest.
Thank you. Resolve's.
Says the narrator.
Right. We met up at a little town and joined on as security and just haven't quit.
Oh. So it must be a pretty chill gig.
No. It's weird, but it's fun weird. But scary weird.
Yeah?
But weird.
Lay it on me. I could do something interesting. I mean, the war is all I've been dealing with for the past couple of months now. And
How is that? How bad is that? As bad as can be expected? Just curious.
I mean, the orcs didn't do as well as maybe they wanted to, right? They did a lot of damage. A number of towns are completely destroyed. I think we did lose quite a few people, unfortunately, overall. By we, I mean Caden. Anurian did come through to help a little bit, and I mean, I was technically on the Kadic payroll when it happened, but it's fine because there's a lot of different kinds of wizards. A lot of different kinds. Cast all sorts of spells that tell you stuff about things, spells that protect you, spells that let you fly, but that's not the magic I do. I blow shit up. You want it blown up? I'll blow it up. See that bag right there? There's over 400 scrolls of fireball in that bag.
Holy shit.
If I got to throw down, shit's going down. I love that shit. I live for it. But after a while, toasting orcs isn't that fun. And really, once the jazz wears out, I get to thinking about how much I just hate this place. Not this place. God, I hate Caden. I'm like, but I mean, my contract is not up for another few years. And I'm like, look, I can make this an additional nightmare for you all. Because the amount of paperwork they have to fill out for me, because I don't know if you know this about the fireball spell, but it does have something we call collateral damage.
It does.
And, we have a remit on the amount of collateral damage we're allowed to cause, and it is a bit, there's more of it. This is a lot of bureaucracy. Don't worry too much about it. The point is that I made it clear that it's more expensive to deal with my ass here than it is to let me go someplace else. And I'm like, let me retire. And they weren't going to do that. And I could walk away, but then I don't get my pay package. But then I found out there's this little satellite town out here that is technically within the remit of the guild to protect, and there ain't no one out here. And I said, yeah, that's me. I'm going. And boy, were they pissed because they didn't know that they had failed to hide this little town. It's just a little bit weird that they established a town out here and they're trying to hide it from a lot of shit over there. That's weird, right? Like, they just don't want anything to do with it. So,
yeah, it is a little odd.
you seem like you're all doing pretty well for a solo satellite town out here.
We get a lot of trade through.
Yeah. That's weird. I mean, that wasn't the point of setting this place up. I mean, I don't know. Hollice was a big political thing for the king, and now the king's dead, and there's like all these squabbles over who's going to take over. But I don't care about any of that. I don't have to, because here I am. I'm your wizard. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, dear. Ladies, I'm scared. Is he going to light things on fire just for fun? Ladies.
It's a valid concern.
Do we have a pyro in our midst right now?
Yes, you have a pyro in your midst. That's true. Says the narrator.
Who's also saying out loud what's in that bag, and that's scary.
Oh.
May I ask a question? Tag says. Sure, kid. Darren says. What's a fireball? Oh, Darren says. Well, it's this spell, right? That is a little tiny fire mote, about yay big, and it zips really fast. It'll travel like anywhere between 400 and 1,000 feet in 6 seconds. It's fast. And then when it hits the target, which, by the way, it's always something I don't like, there is a big kaboom, and everything in there is blown up and on fire. I can throw 2 of those around sometimes. Wow. That sounds very destructive, Tag says. Yeah. Barrett says, finishes his beer and grabs another one that's already at the ready and starts sipping it.
Huh.
But anyway, I really just want to retire. And so what if I have a giant bag of technically controlled spells that I can't sell? They're for the protection of this town.
Great. Did you get a... Do you have a place to stay already? Or are you here in the tavern inn thing until no one figures that out? It sounded like you made your escape here rather abruptly. Not a whole lot of time to prepare a place for you.
I got to stay here for 3 years, so we'll try it out, see what it's like. If I like it, I can build my tower up here. I mean, it's time for me to have a tower, probably somewhere, my own little place.
It's classic.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as classic as like wandering into one of the forbidden forests and setting up a tower there, which is also an option. There's like that forest south of the, I probably shouldn't tell you what's in there. I'm pretty sure it'll drive you mad. But I mean, if I set up in there, no one would ever bother me. So I could go there. The Quellen, there's a couple of wizards in there already. It's kind of posh, you know? Those elves are like really, I mean, all elves are just hot. It's weird, right? But also, I don't trust anything that hot without effort, you know? They can't be up to good. If they don't have to look, if they don't have to work to look good in the morning like the rest of us, something's up.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
It's obvious, right? Anyway, that's just a personal fear that I have. Don't let it get to you. Anyway, yeah, I'm here for 3 years. I could just live in the inn for 3 years. That's fine. It's nice here. The beer is really good, honestly.
That we have excellent beverages available for sure. Great. Well, welcome to Hollice officially. You can't leave without being seen.
I know.
Milavir comes in, still a bit in a huff, but somewhat calmed down, and sits down next to you, Ranmar.
I'll just gesture at the spot I think Esme is, and just kind of go.
How'd the feelings talk go? Did you talk to her about feelings? Milavir says to you, Ranmar.
I don't want to. No, because she doesn't. I don't think she wants to be perceived. And I don't know how to make someone wish to be perceived.
Milavir starts tensing up again. She looks at the camera and she says, "You know what would be really handy right now? Rachel. Because Rachel knows how to talk about feelings. It's really convenient we don't have a Rachel right now."
Isn't it so convenient?
Ranmar,
yes.
you're the next best person we have for feelings talk.
Oh no, that's bad.
No, it's right.
That's really bad. No.
You gotta do this.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I don't know how to do it either. You want a drink there, old friend? Darren says, and he slides one of the. There's 4 beers in front of him. When did Tag draw those? You don't know. He slides it over to Milavir. Yeah, okay. Thanks, weird man. She takes the beer and starts drinking it.
I don't know what to do.
I like this place. Darren says it's nice. Do you like it here, kid? Yeah, it's a little strange sometimes. Tag says weird shit happens. He looks down under the bar. He's just like, looks back up at Darren. Weird shit happens.
I
take offense. Call me weird shit.
Did you say that out loud?
Mostly to myself.
Tag takes a beer off the counter and very casually, obviously, hands it down to you. Esmaray.
She'll take it.
Does the wolf drink? Darren says. Yep. Tag says, yeah, weird, right? I don't understand wolves, do you? I'm a wizard. I technically understand everything. And also, no. That's outdoor shit, man. Right? Tag says.
Outdoor shit. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Elvier comes into the bar. Just sat next to me, Elvier. Hey. Hi.
Help.
He looks confused at you all. There's a lot of elves here, Darren says. 3 in the same place. Never see that many these days. What's going on? Oh. Oh, you're that wizard, Elvira says. I don't officially know you, right, buddy? Elvira laughs. So what's happening?
Officially?
Elvira says.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Officially?
Yeah, officially. Are you doing okay, Mila? Ranmar? Elvira just over the bar. Is everyone doing okay?
Fine. Fine.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, they're gonna grow some magical trees and set up places down there. I did dissuade them all from putting the trees very close to your house. They're on the opposite side, north instead of south. So you don't have elvish delegations right on top of your home. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great. Can I? Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay. Can I?
Oh,
Can I?
Don't worry, Melivir will get over it eventually. Melivir kicks him.
What?
Nothing.
Who-
Elvira says, nothing.
Esmaray is going to just stand up, take the beer.
Whoa, when
Walk
did you
around
get
the other side
there?
of the
Tag
bar.
says.
She's just going to like,
Did you know she was back there? Wow. Elves are really good at hiding.
she's just going to like slowly walk, sit down at the bar and put the beer down that she hasn't drank any of and just be like, so what's next?
Who's sitting next to you? You could sit next to Darren,
No.
Mila, Ranmar, Elvira.
Wait,
They're in a row.
how is that possible?
You can. It's from right to left. Darren, Ranmar, Melivir, Elvira.
Oh, okay. I will sit next to Elvira.
Okay. He puts an arm around you. You know what would be kind of fucked up?
Please tell me.
I mean, I guess for me, I want to level with y'all. It's been a really long time. A really, 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 really long time. Elvira says, Elvira says, but like if I was, for instance, suddenly the inexperienced ambassador that was at the middle of a pivotal position politically, and they suddenly needed to send a delegation, and they wanted to both be able to work with me and also unmoor me, it'd be pretty fucked up if they sent my ex in the delegation, wouldn't it?
You don't say.
I am pretty sure it's not Volan's fault or choice to be here. And in fact, if anything, knowing her, I would guess that she pushed back against it.
It doesn't change the fact that she's here.
Well, I mean, it kind of changes the context, right? And if she said, I don't want to go, it's not polite. It's not fair. And they made her
Considering
go.
the fact that I didn't even know she existed until just a short time ago,
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't really think that matters. I had no memory of her up until I don't know what the time span is
Was
when that happened.
A couple of weeks.
the
You were in
few
the
weeks
far
ago.
reaches, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the they talk about feelings episode, I think, somewhere in there. So like almost 10 episodes ago. Right before the confrontation with Razat.
oh, I don't.
It was one of the things that like wait.
Maybe it was after you took Razat.
Yeah. It wasn't because I was like Quinn unlocked the I wasn't alone in the woods thing. But it was like one of the things that was like remembered during right after like Razat, and like she didn't talk about it. She just like
right. It's
got
gonna be-
hit with it.
Yep.
Was like fuck. and was not okay for like a while, but never spoke of it.
Basically, you had to revisit the breaking up inning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I had a relationship. Oh, it was really good. Oh, it fell apart. Oh, was it my fault? I felt like it was. Oh, crap. That's a lot in 5 minutes.
That does sound like a lot in 5 minutes.
For somebody who, you know, as far as she was concerned, just like she didn't date. That's what she knew.
And then
it was just like
changed.
There was just nothing there. Like she essentially believed that she was just, you know, Aro. There's just nothing. It was all empty. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh God, nope. Oh God, oh God, oh God. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So not the context does not really matter at this point. If she didn't want to be here, that's great for her, I'm sure. But also, I still don't know what to do with her presence. So because I don't even know what to do with my thoughts.
You can probably talk to her if you want. Oliver says she's going to be here.
I don't want to do that. No.
All right. I mean, you don't have to. So this is some of that artifact magic shit that messed with your head. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
Apparently.
Do you know this? Meliver shakes her head. She looks really concerned.
In the last few weeks, pretty much with, you know, the exception of, I don't even know what I'm saying. The biggest parts of my memory of what my life was have all been wrong. I have a very different memory of the way that I spent the last, you know, all of the years of my life for the most part. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I can't possibly imagine what the reasoning was for essentially rewriting my entire brain to believe things that were not true. So I don't know what to do with any of it.
I can't imagine having everything that I thought I understood about my own past being turned on its head like that. That's quite. I don't even have a word. That's quite.
It is quite.
The patrons in the bar, I'm grinning as I realize that someone might have been paying attention. And then I roll the die and, yep. And then I'm going to have to play this out. I sort of apologize halfway in advance. The bar doesn't have that many people in it. There were maybe like 7 patrons in just the common area. And they all scream and run out of the bar. While Tag looks really shocked and Darren looks quite confused over his shoulder, and you all turn to look and see, I am Shyl'arany.
Oh,
no.
Ronnie.
Arani walks up to the bar and sits next to Esmaray.
Hey, Ronnie.
She looks at you.
Esmaray at this point absolutely does not give a shit what everybody else is doing. Like, this is fine. They'll get over it.
Did you touch the weapon? Did you use one of the artifacts?
Not to my... Did I? Not to my recollection.
Were you targeted by one?
Perhaps.
The wand, says the narrator.
Yeah, but do I know that?
Yeah, oh yeah, you remember that now.
Okay.
The very first episode, you forgot what your brother looked like temporarily.
Right. Yeah. Like I know. I remember. Like we talked about it. I just didn't know if Esmaray knew that was like the connection.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, more or less, that's what Shyl'arany is here to help you establish.
Okay.
The weapons.
Yes. Yeah.
All of the artifacts need life force to function. Many of them will still have the life energies of some who died long ago, not just the intelligence of the device, but its raw power. The spirits of those willing and not, consumed and burned to power them. It was a mistake. But as they have their effects, no matter how benevolent or how violent, they have certain side effects. When people who are not elves die, and they go to the next place, the person they were is lost, and they forget everything. But you are elf-kind, and your mind functions differently. The effect may have been partial and imperfect. It's from the negative energy plane, and it would have taken from you happiness first and left you cold and bereft if it had continued. I didn't know until the end of my tenure that none of the artifacts were redeemable. They were all wrong, and I was wrong to have worked on them. And I am sorry that anything I worked on may have hurt you.
You were tricked yourself.
I am too smart to not take responsibility. Maybe I deserve to be in that room forever.
I don't think that either of those things are true.
I am so sorry.
You believed you were doing good. That's not your fault. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if the person that you trust is not honest with you, and then what?
There was a boy I liked. I don't remember his name. But I spent so much time, so many late hours with Shyl'arany. I think I chose the wrong one. What if I had stayed? What if I had given the young man a chance? Maybe I could have rested normally and been forgotten with the rest of my people. Shyl'arany hurt me. I am Shyl'arany. You, Tag says, looking really uncomfortable, sitting right across from her. You want a drink, friend? She looks at him, her 1,000-mile stare. I mean, I don't know if you can drink, but you're welcome to one. It's on me. And he, staring at her, pulls a draft. It's kind of shaking. He sets it on the bar and slides it over to her.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
You're supposed to be the one who's doing this right now, Olivia says to you, Ranmar. You're really good at the feeling stuff. You have a lot of experience with it.
Both of those are lies. I'll have you know.
You are under 40, and you have a girlfriend, and I am 120, and I... She leaves the bar.
Okay. All right. There are things happening here. Okay.
Elvir touches your arm, Ranmar. She'll be all right. It's an elf thing. So,
Great. Okay.
I think it means she likes you, Elvir says, for what that's worth.
I feel like that's the problem. Great. Okay. Cool. Ow. Okay. All right. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Fuck. Okay.
All right. Where's the bard?
Where is Finn?
This is incredible.
Please.
This is incredible.
We can't do this without the bard.
Talk to Nolan. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I want to remind you all,
Ladies, you did this on purpose.
as your dungeon master, let's recall that in the last episode, the first thing Finnegan did was start barking it at Tag to hold Ranmar's hand without any context.
Oh, I remember.
Maybe you can do this without the bard. I'm just saying that. I believe in you.
Okay, great.
But it's empty. There's a missing spot.
Okay.
We work off each other.
You're doing
I
great.
know. We all have great ideas that bounce off of each other and get better. Okay, great. Ronnie's still here though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
cool,
staring
great.
at Tag, and Tag is doing his best to hold his ground and be polite and happy.
Great. Okay. Oh, am I about to say something awful? I don't know. I'm going to do my best to not. Okay. This would be like, Arani, I think it's perfectly normal to wonder what if you'd done something other than something else, but we're here for you. No matter what may have happened or will happen, we are here and we care about you. And we appreciate you.
You did what you thought was right with what you had at the time. And that, I think, is the most important thing. Your intentions were in the right place.
We acted too soon. We should have learned more.
But that's not your burden to bear. You were given certain information and did what you thought was best with it. No one bothered to tell you that they were not giving you all the information or that they didn't have everything. You did what seemed right to you. You just didn't have the whole puzzle.
It's not your fault.
We were tricked by the three.
You were.
Mm-hmm. And that's not your fault. That's their fault.
You're going to set it right. You are the wardens.
That's the plan.
Have you found the daughters?
Whomst?
I am Shyl'arany.
Okay. Oh, Ronnie.
She fades from the bar.
Damn it. Okay.
Tag visibly trying to calm himself down. He takes the towel, uses it to clean the bar, and mops his brow off. Well, Darren says, so much for an uneventful town.
I'm pretty sure I heard weird shit happens here multiple times. So, you know.
I just was rolling with it. I thought, yeah, everyone says that. But nope, you meant it. And you know what? That's on me.
Surprise!
That's on me. I guess that's, I mean, we've seen her before, right? She's kind of nice. She's just, there's a lot going on there, Tag says.
That's a good way of summarizing, yes.
Thanks for not using fireballs in here, Tag says to Darren. I like this bar. Also, I mean, I don't know how old that ghost is, but you don't fireball a ghost unless you want to piss it off. It's like throwing a knife at a bear, kid. Actually, he looks at you, Ranmar. That's your department, the ghost thing, right? You like send her on her way or something?
Well, it's complicated.
Fair enough. I'm not going to tell you to do your business. I don't know how your shit works.
Oh, yeah. No. Books are normally my thing. All of this is new. I liked the university. That was great. Okay. Cool. Great.
Who are the daughters? Oliver says, looking at you, Esmaray.
I have no idea. I don't know if I just don't remember.
That's another question for Shyl'arany, maybe. Or maybe Jacoby. Or maybe the library.
Library? Darren says. I will stab you, Muliver says. She's back. Hey, all right. Hey, I forget what I hear very easily. My give a shit meter.
Shit.
Right at the bottom. Don't you worry about it. What's a meter? Never mind.
I fucked up, maybe. I don't know. Okay, great. I don't do the talking. Okay, cool.
I don't think anybody fucked up.
Yeah, you did great. That was an incredible scene.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Everything's always fine.
It's everything always fine. It's always fine. Okay. What are we doing? Are we just staring at the wall, sipping beer right now?
Most picks. Darren's had.
I'd love something to do. That would be great. Something to do.
Sure enough, I would like to go chat with Jacoby.
Great.
You wanna come with or be here with siblings?
We could all go.
That's true.
Sure, Oliver says.
That's a good point.
I'm here. I might as well hang out, right? Yeah, you better hang out or I'll stab you. What is Mila? You don't have to stab anybody today. Today is officially a no stab day.
She really wants to, though.
Right? She says.
Who are you to stand in the way of her joy?
Who are you to stand in the way of my joy, Elle? Hey, you thought I was dead. Oh, don't bring that up or I'll make you dead. I'll do it.
She already wants to stab you. You're asking for it.
That wouldn't have been fatal, right? Elvira says. You don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. You want a hug? Yes. Elves,
I don't
man.
Understand this family.
Elves, Darren says. It's elves.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
What's your family like? He says.
Bygones.
Weird. I love that word. It's such a great word. It's a word that says, I know I fucked up, but I don't care. What a great word.
That's exactly the way he uses it. Yeah. Great.
I mean, I'll be here if you need any, I don't know, wizard shit. And by wizard shit, I mean, if like an army rolls in, I'll make them roll out. Just let me know.
Great. We will keep you posted.
Yeah, that's like 4 beers. I should probably eat something. Can I have some food, kid? Yeah, absolutely, Master Darren. Do not call me Master. All right. Tag almost trips over Aspen, who's trying to be under his legs as he walks, and he goes back to into the kitchen.
Does it? I'm sorry. I gotta ask because I'm concerned. Is Aspen like trying to stop him or being like a cat?
The latter.
Okay.
If you're trying to stop him, he'd grab him with his mouth and stuff.
Well, I was alarmed and scared, and a lot just happened, and I'm channeling Finn right now.
You're doing really great. Finn would be proud. Don't worry. He's no doubt in the Aldi pressure cooker, and he's having just as much fun.
Wait, what?
Yes. Okay. Great.
Don't worry. Everyone gets their turn in the barrel.
Great. Oh, dear. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Are we going back to the house to find Jacoby?
I think a walk is a good idea. I think I need to walk. You should walk.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Let's go walk and find Jacoby.
Yeah.
Okay. Elvira and Melavir will follow you too. Outside of the Waystation, everything is pretty normal. Market's doing its business thing. There's a lot of chat about how there's like elves here now. And there's like, is there an elf king and an elf queen here? And what a big deal that is. And that must mean, obviously, Esmaray is an elf princess, and they've all are really afraid that she's going to have them beheaded or hanged because they've not been quite respectful enough to her. There's a lot of this like fear. And then they fall quiet as the party walks past them. I can fix that attitude, Elvira says, while I'm here. If you want, like, what do you want them to think about you? I can set about doing that.
I would rather they don't think about me.
Now, that's not possible, Elvira says, unfortunately. But I can make them not think you're a princess. As far as I know, there's only one princess in town, right? Where's she, by the way?
She said she would return when she could. She is not here right now.
Oh, all right.
I don't know how to explain that, so I'll leave it with that question mark. I don't know.
Now they're going to know that you're not dead. Now, Melavir says to El, yep. And they're going to know that you're a loose cannon still. Yep, Melavir says.
I forgot the Sinlight elves assumed didn't assume that he was dead. Oh shit!
They didn't know he'd been.
I forgot.
Rezzed. So both sides are playing coin against coin, basically. Like, you know, they rolled in with Valen, and the Colin rolled in with Elvir. So they're like, yeah, we're going to one up each other. There's a lot of politicking happening, and the party doesn't have to worry about most of it if they don't want to, but it's happening.
Oh, well, I'm worried, but that doesn't mean I can comprehend or do anything about it. So
Yeah, the bottom line is just for the context of the game, because the party played it to get both elvish delegations into town reasonably close to one another. I mean, it literally happened within minutes, just the way we played it out. But as long as it happened without like being months apart, that means you have two of the strongest nations on Earth acknowledging Hollice as an independent entity, which is huge. That means other nations aren't just going to see this as a satellite town of some disintegrating nation.
And it's a good thing that we got them here at the same time, right?
Because one of them can't be like, well, it's actually a satellite of the satellite. They can't say that because the moment they do, the Denali will be like, no. No.
Aw, you're cute.
Yeah, there'd be war between the elves, which they don't want that. So
Okay.
there'd be a downside to it because Hollice is in the center of that battle. You don't want to be at the center of a battle between elvish nations that have a grudge to settle for a few thousand years old. I digress anyway.
Oh, well, maybe I didn't. I thought I had a firm, or not a firm. I don't have a firm grasp. I thought I had a slight grasp on what was happening, and then you said something that made me realize I don't.
Which
Okay,
part?
never mind. I I don't I don't even know how to ask what I don't understand. I'll figure it out when I listen back to the episode.
Okay.
It's just not computing right now.
There's two elvish factions. They haven't talked to each other in a long time, and Hollice is the ground where they're going to talk to each other. Hollice has to be neutral for that to be possible. It can't be controlled by the Sinlay, and it can't be controlled by the Denali. Right? Because if they're in the Quellan, then the Quellan has an advantage. And if they're in the Sinlay has an advantage. So where are they going to have their discussion about, well, let's figure out how we're going to make this okay again. And recognize that we both have different gods of nature, which is a pretty hard pain point for two cultures that revere nature. So, and they also have a grudge they don't really understand. And so they have a lot of talking to do. And that's just elf nation to elf nation, the Sinlay and the Denali. That has nothing to do with Ursul and Thilstoff and nations in the upper reaches and Caden and Urian, Stalthus. All of the other nations have seen Hollice as though it's Caden's little puppet. Like this tiny upstart nation wanted to inject themselves into the trade route, and then the nation not only devolved to infighting and a king that may have been assassinated and dukes and duchesses who can't agree who should be in charge, but then they got attacked by a massive host of orcs. And so what is Hollice? Just this like tiny frontier town? Anyone could come in and take it over. Maybe Ursul would send down a unit and be like, okay, this is actually our satellite, so our trade doesn't pay tariffs through Hollice, and you all pay Ursul, and this is territory that we control now. Eat shit. And then what happens to Noland? What happens to any of the specialists here when they now work for this other nation? These are concerns they have to have, but they don't now because these two really powerful nations have set up embassies here. And that means if Ursul walks in and they're like, we're going to conquer this, you have a relationship now with the Sinlay and the Quellan, and they need Hollice to be independent for their purposes. They will defend Hollice from another nation. That's important. So that also means you don't have to worry about the stuff I just said for the most part. You can if you want to, and I've had players who really want to engage at that level of Game of Thrones shit. But usually the party's concerns are the things that only the party can handle, which are these artifacts. But at some level I had to answer the question, well, these things are powerful. Why aren't other people involved? They are. So.
Okay. I think I follow. I'm doing my best.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You don't have to be able to regurgitate that back at me. Don't worry about that.
Great.
I guess if there's a summary, it's every nation wants a piece of the pie. If any nation could, they take the whole pie, but no one wants to be the one to stick their neck out and be like, me, because then they might get it chopped off by some other nation. Like, you don't want to be the one, the first one in. Right. And Hollice is its own thing, and it deserves it. As Nolan said, first episode, they're good people. They don't deserve to be shat on. So.
Okay. 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 My brain is not braining for a minute.
No worries.
Okay.
I don't know why I went down that rabbit hole with you all. I felt like I tried to explain it, and then I realized that's too much. I should stop, but it was too late. It had already come out of the gates.
I love the lore dump. I'm not computing fast enough to keep up with it. Here's the problem, right? Our D&D sessions are weeknights. I am uncaffeinated. I can't think that fast. The only time we're caffeinated is the Friday ones.
You're doing great.
Okay. I'm doing my best. Okay, so but that still leaves us with Wait. What was it Mealavir said the Sinlay elves were going to set up their place on the north end of town?
They both are.
And we're on the south? They're
Correct.
both on the north end of town.
Right. North end of Lower
And we're on the
Hollice.
south. Okay. Great. And they're doing their own thing with the trees because that's elves. Okay.
Yeah, they will very quickly erect beautifully woven tree Glen-looking buildings.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Sick.
They're elves. Yeah. Elves are busted.
Okay. Perfect. That still leaves us with we need to figure out who the daughters are.
Right. Right.
So we still need to go to Jacoby.
Okay.
I don't know. Or, well, no, let's go to Jacoby. If Esme's cool with that.
I am curious about what the other thing would have been. But
I was gonna say if we're closer to the vault, but even if we were, it would probably be faster because Jacoby had like 50 years of being awake to read them and know where everything is. It would be faster to have him with us. Anyway, so it doesn't matter if the library is closer than Jacoby. We still need Jacoby.
okay. Yeah, Jacoby is at home. He's sitting in the center of the living room, reading a book. That's how he do. He smiles at you when you come in.
Is there a couch?
Yeah.
There's a couch, right? Great. I would like to lay face down on the couch for just a minute. I need a minute. Okay.
What happened? Ashtel says. We had feelings time, Mealavir says. And we didn't have Rachel. Oh, shit, Ashtel says.
And now there's 2 elven embassies in town.
What? Oh,
I know.
Hey, Elvir, Ashtel says. Hello.
I know.
Elf embassies?
Happened?
How do we get embassies here? Doesn't that mean Hollice is a nation now? Aren't you the ambassador,
I don't know
Ez?
what that means. I don't know. Yes.
You got that sick tattoo that means you're a big deal now.
Mm-hmm. I love this for me. It's exactly what I want, is to be a big deal. It's exactly what I want.
It's probably a pretty uncomfortable conversation about to happen between both of those delegations, Elvir says. Be really neat.
We have to be there.
If only someone could get close without being seen and listen in. Fine, Mealavir says. She walks out the door.
I envision her doing gorilla arms. I have to put that out there.
Well, wouldn't you basically be invited, if not outright invited?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
You will be eventually, but it's a different scene when they want to talk to the ambassador versus when they talk to each other.
Okay. So not yet, at least. Okay, never mind.
It'll happen. They're going to want to make you sweat a little bit. And so the point of this is that you don't sweat because this is your home turf and they're new here and you don't have to be afraid of them. Okay, Ez? So don't worry.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with any of this.
I mean, to be honest with you, neither do I. I didn't realize it would happen this quickly, but we'll make it work. Mario wants to help. So that's valuable.
And
this all sounds
hold on.
very complicated, Jacoby says.
It was a lot. So Mario is here.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Sela?
Yes.
Solastium?
Don't worry about the last name. I'll write that one down.
Great. Okay. Was some sort of royalty? Did I get that right?
It's a member of the royal family. It's big and spanny, but yeah. It doesn't matter.
Let me write it down. Oh God, my eyes crossed. Where am I? Okay, I got it. See the page. It's awful. Okay. I need caffeine. I'm so tired.
And
Okay.
squeaky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Squeaky Moonoo.
And it's squeaky and my eyes don't focus when I'm tired. Great. We're home. Great. Okay, right. Jacoby.
I'm not very good for feelings, Doc. I'm sorry.
You know what? We're in the same boat there.
Okay.
Thankfully, I have knowledge talk, not feelings talk.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Arani met up with us briefly and mentioned the daughters. Do you know what those are?
Do you have the creepy skin book?
Finn has it.
Oh.
Finn's on his own adventure today. Are they in there?
I mean, I'll have to take a look at it. It's not my favorite thing to do.
Understandable.
It's been a while since I've read through it. Some of the language is really hard to decipher. Arani would be much better for it if you can get her to sit down with it. But yes, I recall a word that could mean essentially offspring with some kind of a femme connotation, but it's the Illithids didn't have a concept of gender, or the way they were reproduced it's terrifying. Honestly, we don't want to revisit that. At least theoretically, we don't know for sure, because only one of them still exists, and you were carrying it around in your backpack.
I technically two exist in some form, right?
Oh well, the undead one can't procreate.
Oh yeah, if we're narrowing it down to that, correct. There's the one my backpack.
I don't believe that the one in your
Great.
backpack can either, without being able to create a central node. I think without the host creature, they can't create the things they need to do that. So I'm pretty sure that this world is safe from any kind of an outbreak.
As long as it stays in the gem, right?
Well, even if it is released from the gem, it can't make more of its own, which it needs to effectively consume conscious humanoids to do, in a way, as I understand it. I don't actually know the specifics. But anyway, this is a digression. I'm sorry I do that. But yes, there were the pictures of the wardens, and it wasn't clear which of the wardens were wardens and which of the wardens were these offspring, or what that was relevant to. It didn't have a...
Okay.
There were two pictures of one person. And she's the only one not represented here, right? So, unless, I mean, you're a daughter, he says to Esmaray, looking at you curiously.
Yeah.
Is that it? I don't know if it's relevant. The big problem is that the organization of the book is hard to follow, and it's hard to read. Arani spent a lot of her time deciphering it.
It seems to like chatting with Finn, though.
Yep, that is another thing that I have mixed feelings about. But you're right. It could give
you and me both.
Master Finnegan some information that it wouldn't be so forthcoming with the rest of us about.
Okay. I don't like that I could be a daughter. Great.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
The one who's in there twice.
The young seamstress, yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't like that.
is it speaking about her and Esmaray?
Or is it speaking about her and her?
Well, there's only one. You think
Are we
there's?
sure?
Well, no. No.
Neither are we.
Well, if that, what do we know of her?
A lot less than I think we originally thought.
She doesn't even know who her parents are, right?
Elvira's checking the windows, starts closing the shutters, opens the door, looks out it, closes it.
Oh, well, fuck. You know what? I'm going to
It's down.
stop talking.
She was deposited on a Pelorian church doorstep by an unknown party when she was 2.5 years old, we think. Was raised by the clergy there and spent increasing amounts of time with the family of Aldous Geet, and eventually was taken in by that family. And well, you all know how that turned out. We did our best to collect dossiers on every member of that caravan that you were on, Elvira says. And by we, I mean me, because sometimes my job's a little creepy. But anyway, that's what I know about her. There's a lot of mystery behind that. We don't know who her parents were and if she had a sibling, which is fairly possible. We don't know. Why was she deposited and her sibling wasn't?
Hold on. I have a theory that I don't want to say out loud.
If she had a sibling. Yeah, I mean, we don't know. That's fair. Master Jacoby.
Oh my gosh. Okay. See how much, it's not even midday yet, is it? See how much can happen in this town. Okay.
It's true. It is not yet midday.
Great. Great.
My out of game. My Silent Hill obsessed brain is creating an entire fucking thing about Aya. Just saying.
Oh, I wouldn't do that nurse thing to Aya. That'd be fucked up.
No, not that. Not that.
Not that one. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm scared of what we could be talking about, but I don't want to know.
Dodoto in chat just a few minutes ago. Quinn's going to come back next episode and be like, what the fuck happened?
I hope he feels well enough to be watching this. Oh, God. I'm so scared.
He may have fallen asleep. That's okay. He'll enjoy the VOD. It'll be great.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Everything's fine. It's fine. Okay. I don't even know where to go from here. So, a little bit of a dead end with the daughters in terms of further investigation.
You've spoken with Aya herself, I assume, Elvira says. And she doesn't know?
Yeah, she is. She doesn't seem to know anything beyond what a regular person would know, but can do things that regular people can't.
Well, we have
The question is, though, is there one of those blocks there?
Why would there be a block in her?
Fend
Elvira says.
Who knows?
it and love.
I kind of feel like we've reached a point where, like, I feel like anything's friggin' possible.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean.
Never say never sort of situation.
Well, we have some resources in town now that we didn't have before. You could ask either of the elvish embassies if they would conduct a divination for you, and they could cast a spell to find out. Also, that wizard that rolled in, I mean, it sounds like he doesn't like it, but he's probably powerful enough to cast something like legend lore, and then he might be able to learn something about Aya.
Oh, snap. That didn't even occur to me. I was so worried about him getting bored and fireballing the place. Shit. Oh,
What's wrong?
that's a good idea.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm just doing my best to help.
That's so helpful. I was so worried about him being a pyro. I didn't think about something like legend lore or the elves being able to do things too. It's been a long day
I mean,
already.
you'd be incurring a favor from whoever you ask it of, probably, but
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be free, but it would be helpful probably.
yeah, I agree.
And sometimes that's worth it. A lot of the time, that's worth it. I want to be able to cast legend lore. Damn it. Okay.
Not a character. You can at some point, right? You get that.
I can, but I think it's like level 12 or something.
Oh, wow, really?
You have to... I can look it up, but it's a... Hold on, now I need to know. But knowledge clerics get it eventually.
I loved that spell when I was a player. I always got legend lore. But it could have been that I had to be like, in my tweens to have it as a caster. It's just been a long time since I've not been the DM.
Oh, no, only level 9.
There you go.
That ain't bad. Okay, level 9, I'll get legend lore and scrying.
You'll get there
Level
eventually.
9 things happen eventually. That's better than level 12. I will take it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Okay. Now I feel like I need a new plan. I was so excited to learn what on earth the daughters are, and I don't know what to do.
I mean, it sounds like you have a hypothesis that it could be Aya and some other Aya. That's something. And you have pretty good, as the narrator's saying, you have pretty good lead there, it sounds like. I mean, on the one hand, it's a reach. Like, I mean, who could it mean? Could mean anybody, right? But on the other hand, this is all about Illithid prophecy. That book keeps coming up. And while it is a massive coincidence that she happens to be here, everything here is a coincidence, Ranmar. Almost like someone set up a fuck ton of dominoes over the course of a few hundred years and started tipping them over to lead back to her doorstep.
The Raven Queen, right? Or am I not picking up what you put down?
That's more or less, yeah.
Okay.
I would like to remind everyone at home that this is a campaign I designed for 2nd and 3rd edition veterans that wanted me to really challenge them. And they really dug this whole Game of Thrones shit. They were like, oh my God, this is before Game of Thrones. And there was like, it's a lot to get into. And so they had to do politics. They had to do trickery, shenanigans. And they had to play sides against each other and make powerful friends and also fight crazy powerful monsters because still D&D. And so it took them time to figure that out, that someone was pulling the strings. And just for the record, ain't none of you going to figure out why for a long fucking time, but it's a fun ride. It's a fun ride.
Oh dear. Okay. Great. Then I don't even remember what happened before that. Okay.
You have a hypothesis as to
about
what
Aya.
The daughters are.
Or about the daughters, yeah.
And why would Arani be interested in the daughters? Is because you're the wardens, and there were pictures next to the wardens. And so thinking, well, there's 4 wardens and 2 daughters. And what do we need all that for?
I don't know. We need the skin book. Or Pern. Or both. Or Kithriel. Or Chili Dog. Damn it. There's so many Okay, am I missing something? This sounds like a problem for later once
Not
we have
necessarily. I mean, of the things you mentioned, some of those things you have paths you can use to get to them. For instance, if you wanted to talk to Kithriel, how do you think you do that?
I don't know, Kithriel's gone again, other than bugging Mario and be like, Mario, can you ask Kithriel to talk to us? That just feels like, okay, but like she's
That is a path you have. You're
she's
important.
the queen of the Quellen though, and I'm scared.
You're a warden.
Yeah, but like what if she's mad? Okay, all right, fine. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I've
she's
been over
upset.
here like the only thing I know to do is to ask her.
She'll turn you into
Okay.
a frog for about a month or so. It's fine.
Or longer, like all the lizards. I don't want to be a lizard or a frog or a worm.
She thinks it's edifying. Also, isn't Mario one of the people that low-key flirted with Ranmar? I think that happened, right? Am I misremembering that? Anybody? Did that happen?
I feel like everybody low-key flirts with Ranmar.
Did Mario flirt with Ranmar?
I'll have to go back to that episode. I don't remember. No, I don't remember.
If she did, I either forgot it or didn't realize. Oops.
She was mostly being sassy about what she thinks the Sinlay elves will do when they find out that she picked one of their own as an ambassador and didn't give them the choice.
I feel like she just likes to stir the pot at this point.
Mario has objectives.
Well, yeah, but on the way there,
Have a little fun.
Stir the pot.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Okay. And we know we still need to get to the tower in the Quellen that has something important. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was like, I think so.
You'll want Finnegan for that.
Yes. Yeah, this is not a now thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just spitballing. I'm trying to wrap my head. I'm so uncaffeinated. I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
As far as I'm concerned, you have like anywhere from 2 to 6 more sessions just in Hollice if you want. You got plenty to do here in town.
Great. And Dordan's on the way. Mm-hmm. We should probably be here for that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. What's your to-do list, Esme?
Can I get back to you on that when my brain stops like braining the way that it's been braining?
That's so incredibly fair, and take your time.
I feel like maybe at some point I need to try to figure out what happened to Aspen and why, and
what
family
helped Aspen. Yeah.
That's something the elves could definitely help with. The Sinlay elves might know literally what happened. They may have had people on site to deal with the human incursion and know. Mario could also have Trillia speak with Aspen and get much more direct answers because she's really good at getting animals to divulge stuff.
That could be something we could do today. If you would like to. If you would not like to, I understand. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Hopefully not. I am going to wander around town and fix a couple of things. For instance, I've heard just a rumor. You're the last elf. Gonna make sure people have a better understanding of what the fucking elf is because we're gonna need them to know.
Oh.
No explain, only chaos. That's a joke.
That okay.
It's a joke.
Hey, Viewers at home, mark that it's the second time one of my players said they want chaos. So the next time I say it's the players and not me.
I
Here it
literally
is.
followed that with it's a joke twice.
The timestamp, Thades, is 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 30 seconds. So, or 40 seconds.
I will go back and
get in there.
I will go back and screen record this so that it cannot be deleted. Since I have many friends who like to do that sort of thing to me.
What are you talking about? Anyway, remember that
Who
chaos.
else said they wanted chaos?
Actually, Ranmar, you're the only character who hasn't.
Oh, good. Great.
Anyway, Elver says, I'm going to get out there and de-chaosify stuff. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. He takes a ring out of a pocket and slips it on. It looks like a Hollician farmer. Nods at you and walks out the door.
It took me an embarrassing number of seconds to figure out what Hollician meant.
Hey, now.
That's my bad.
What a great word,
That's
right? Hollician.
It's
That's nice.
it's a great word, but I didn't compute.
A Hollice local.
Oh, don't do that.
Sorry. Now you know. Now you know. You all come and go so quickly.
Yeah. Wait, that was Elvir, right?
Elvir put on the ring and left.
Okay, it was okay. Okay.
It's the two of you and Jacoby right now. Mulavir went to spy on elves.
Oh. Right. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah, Ashell's in there too. Thanks, Echo and Chat.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Technically a warden.
What do you mean technically?
In her opinion, it's technical.
Okay.
Do I have to put my armor on?
Huh?
Do I have to put my armor on? Ashell says.
Oh. I hope not.
It is more formal
hope a
looking.
fight doesn't break out.
Yeah, but I get more respect in it, right?
It does look really nice.
Thanks. Well, in that case, I'm definitely putting it on. She goes in her room and starts suiting up.
Incoming squeals.
Are you like this? Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Esme, Jacoby says,
Yeah.
could you please explain to me the interaction that just took place? Seems to be a celebration happening around putting armor on, and she is a warrior, and so putting armor on is. I'm sorry.
Ranmar likes the way Ashdale looks in her armor.
It's very shiny and very nice.
You're saying there's a subjective appreciation of the visuals of like the aesthetic, or just the oh
We got there.
that's weird stuff. That's weird, right? Is that weird to everyone? It probably is only weird to me.
I mean, it's kind of weird to me too. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Not as weird as I once thought, but
What do you,
still working on the memory patch thing.
Oh dear.
oh, I heard that Shyl'arany artifacts could have that side effect on elves. It has technically. Did you know it has the effect on everyone? It's just very immediate on a human when it happens. They just lose humans, halflings, gnomes. I don't know where I fall on that continuum. Actually, probably it would happen to me too. It would just. It's a complete wall, a barrier that separates all memory from who they are, and then they can just start over. That's the idea, anyway. Until the Shill corrupted it with their equipment.
Wait. Did I misunderstand? What got corrupted?
Oh,
Wait, was that
whole
not what it always did?
Well, it's so that is it's a subjective, it's an opinion of mine that the Shill should not have done what they did, and it is a corruption of the natural order of things, that the equipment could do the things that would ordinarily happen when someone would die of natural circumstances, rather than have their life force ripped from their bodies, and then their memories sealed away, so that they wouldn't remember how much that hurt or anything else about themselves. But with an elf, their spirit is so moored to their bodies in a way differently than the rest of the beings on this world, except for dragons. They don't get all of their memories sealed out because it doesn't get all of the spirit in one go. It tries to take a bit of your energy, which would return over time if you're not completely extinguished, but the barrier might stay. And Arani was telling me that is maybe what happened, and then she felt really bad and wanted to explain it. And I just told her, you can just go, you can just talk to them. They like you. I'm pretty sure they would appreciate an explanation. And I think helping would be good for Arani, because it helps her feel like she's still a part of things and can make up for the things that happened, even though she's not responsible for them. She feels deeply responsible for them. Am I talking too much?
No, this is great. I'm just overwhelmed at the day already.
Sorry, I haven't had
Okay,
anyone to talk to in a
so-
long time.
No, that's so understandable, and I'm trying so hard to take in every word. I promise. Okay. So when you said corrupted, you meant the artifacts themselves were a corruption, not
A perversion.
the artifacts did
A perversion.
right, but they weren't doing some action and then became corrupted to do another action.
No, my opinion is they were always bad. Even when they
Okay.
did good things, bad things would happen. But there were people who believed they were good. Many people did.
You're gonna make it, buddy.
I'm with you. I think it was a bad idea from the start. But I misunderstood something and needed some clarification, and I appreciate it.
I'm very happy to help.
You're awesome. Okay, okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm taking notes and I don't know what else to do. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to write the time step down and I'll do it later.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Okay, page 7. Here we go.
Oh, this is a lot.
What are brains?
What are brains?
That's the organ in your head that is the center of the nervous system, and it's where
I
all
think
of
we were being facetious. I think that's the word. Right? Is that the word?
It's okay. I enjoyed the definition.
I just wanted to help.
Yeah. You are helping.
Not everyone
so
knows what a
much.
brain is. If you have other things you have to know, why would you know that? It's it's just trivia.
Fair.
We've met people who seem to not know that, so I do appreciate.
Indeed.
Okay. I genuinely am at a loss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. What hold on, let me flip back and see if there's anything in my notes that needs talking about for just a second. Maybe nope, too recent. Nope. feel like I need to go back further. Okay. Nope, this is not helpful. Okay, right. One of my notes is just the whole line is Ranmar shopped. This isn't helpful.
It was an important note.
Okay. I mean,
Was that
I
when
guess
you were?
so.
Was that when you were looking for like diamonds or something?
Yeah, that was the episode I bought diamonds. We could do that. I mean, that's boring to watch, but like we can say we did that and to do it later off stream. I want to go shopping. I need more diamonds. I need all the diamonds.
Can handle that offline easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Say we did and then do it later. Great. I'm sorry. I'm trying to blank. Help.
I mean, you can pursue the Aspen lead.
Yes. I would like to do that. Do you feel up to that,
tonight?
Esme?
We can wait too.
Like now?
Yeah, we got 12 minutes.
Who we're gonna start with? Mario, is that what we said?
You can pick. The options that I pitched at you were Darren, Mariel, and Sela all have their own methods of figuring it out or giving you more information.
Oh, I don't know.
Sela, was that her name? The princess,
His,
basically,
sorry.
would. Okay, she would probably have. I don't know how to say a more immediate understanding for why you want to know so much about it. Darren
Yeah.
seems really chill, but
General just
He's
cast
also
a
been drinking the entire times that we've been here, so you know.
The benefit of Darren is he is not associated with either elvish faction.
that is true.
But yes, he has been drinking. And he's just going to cast a spell and tell you what the spell tells him, which is not literally direct lived experience or having understanding of what's happening in the Sinlay the way that the elves from the Sinlay would understand it. And
Would it?
Mario brought a druid. So
True.
I guess we can talk to the druid. I don't really want to bother Mario, I guess. I feel like she probably has more important things to do.
her important thing is Hollice.
Right. That's what I mean.
No, but you are important. She told you all you can interrupt her whenever you want. My previous players would have barged right into the queen's room and been like, look, you're paying attention to us now. So take a measure
We're
of
just
that.
like
Take a measure of that.
too worried about being impolite.
You're the main characters of the story. Don't forget that. I know all the other NPCs seem important and dazzling.
Well,
and
no,
they do
right,
stuff,
but that's also just kind of like her personality too. So it's just like, oh, people. Yeah, I don't know. We can talk to the druid. That's fine.
Which one's the druid?
Trillia, Mario's daughter, technically a
Oh.
princess, but like 13th in line for
Oh.
the throne, right?
Okay, it didn't click for me that. Right. Okay. Right. I'm back. I got it. Okay, that's my vote.
Okay. So you make your way north, just on the hunch that that's where the delegations are set up, and essentially this part of the Hollice town. When you get past, sort of like it's the dense part of the settlement where you live, and there's a couple of like cabins built up out in the woods down here in Lower Hollice, but it's still pretty thickly wooded. There's some lumbering. They're cutting down some trees there. But it's still pretty thickly wooded. And as you get even north in this remember, you're down in basically a bucket, a tiny canyon that sits on the river, teeny tiny bucket. You have to go up out of Lower Hollice to get to Upper Hollice, where the highway is and stuff, where the carts are. And there are, where there weren't before, two really lovely woven tree-like structures that look like they naturally grew that way over thousands of years. But they're not. They were just put there. And one of them is obviously Sinlayan to you, Esmaray, because it is silvery, with silver accents and sort of like woven elm and pine. And the other one is much more of the big leafy mystery trees of the Quellan woven together. It looks a little bit more out of place here. As you approach the Trillia is actually standing outside looking at her work effectively. She'll smile at you when she sees you.
Hi.
Hello. I think I get to stay, which is pretty neat. I'm not going to be... You're the ambassador, madam, she says, and she curtsies to you.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Well, it was fun.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, what can I do for you? How can I help?
So, my small wolf brother came to us not long ago, injured, telling me that our whole family was killed, and I'm sort of at a loss of where to start looking to figure out what happened. I want to ensure that they are, he's young, so I want to ensure that they are actually gone. And why? I don't know.
Okay.
I guess it's possible that it was just like an unfortunate event that has no reason behind it, but on the off chance that there was some intention, I would like to know what that is.
Okay. Well, let's go to him. I have some things I can try.
Okay.
So she'll follow the two of you to the... I'll drive and you tell me if I'm doing the wrong thing. She'll follow you both to the Waystation, which looks like it's resumed normal operations. There's some chatter in here as you enter about how there was a ghost that came in here and got a drink. And it's like, some people don't believe it, and other people are like, I saw it, and it was really, really like... That's the chatter in the place right now. Tag's up at the bar, and sure enough, you can't see Aspen, but by the way Tag is dancing behind the bar to move along it, you know that you know where Aspen is.
Aww.
Aspen will run around to greet you, Esmaray.
I want to scruff him.
Do you think he can be smart? I don't know.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
I know I didn't understand that. Never mind.
I guess I don't actually know what Aspen considers smart.
That's a good question.
So, yeah, maybe.
Do you want to step
Keep
outside
at
with
it.
us? I'm Trillia, she says. She goes down. Hey, you seem super nice. Thank you. Would you like to come outside with us? Yes, but I can't. Why? I have to watch him. He's not very smart. What about him, love? Show me. He's just not smart. He has to be safe. One of us now. She looks at you for a moment and looks back at Aspen.
Yeah, that's kind of a story in itself.
I want to look into your story, young wolf. Would you permit me? Okay. She looks at you and reaches a hand to you. Will you come with me? She says.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a thing you may have seen a druid do, but you've never been a part of it. You take her hand, and then she puts her hand on the wolf's noggin, and you are sucked into the memories of the wolf. It's a bit of a jolt, But the transition smooths out pretty quickly, and you are zipping through his life. His first memories are of essentially you, like romping around, learning how to walk, stumbling, picking things up and offering them to you, and you take literally everything he hands you, and you marvel at it, and he gets really excited and wants to give you more things. It zoops ahead, and you can feel him being sad when he wakes up one day and you're not there, and the other wolves tell him she had to go, but she'll return. Sometimes wolves have to leave to do important things. And he's like, but what's more important than being here with us and being together? He just didn't understand it. And then it zoops forward to something really intense, and it's almost hot. Like it feels like you're standing in like an oppressive, like next to a really oppressive fire. Just not because there's fire here, but because the intensity of the memory is like lighting up your nervous system. There are humans and undead storming into the forest. Maybe hundreds of them. And there are elves there fighting them. And the wolves are helping, but also confused because this is just their glen and they didn't expect a battle to take place here. But it's also, from the wolf's point of view, you can see the elf faces. And the wolf doesn't understand, but you do, that the elves also did not expect whatever this was to happen. They didn't know what was coming. Valen is there, and she is doing her best to protect the wolves. And she goes down, and then the wolves one by one fall around her as she's trying to protect them, and she can't. You now can only see through one eye because the wolf Aspen has lost his eye to an arrow, you think. He starts to run, and then realizes that Valen's in trouble. He races over to help her, and then something hits him from behind, and you can feel the searing pain in a leg that's not there anymore, and he passes out. And then there is this weird blur as he wakes up, and there's just devastation all around him, but silence. Valen's not there anymore. There are human remains all around. Crushed skeletons. And then your father is there. And he kneels down to the wolf. And he whispers something. Can't really make out what your father is saying. But it's clear to you that the wolf gets it. And he just starts walking. And there are very clear memories of him stumbling and walking northward, following your scent very distinctly, which isn't possible because your scent couldn't be on the wind anymore. Not that long. But he's able to sense it, and you can smell it too. He followed it all the way, but it led him not to you. It led him to Tag. Huh, Trillia says. Did you recognize any of the faces he recognized? She says to you. You're back on the Waystation now?
My father was the only one, right, that I recognized.
And Valen.
And Valen, yeah.
Yeah, Valen was there in full battle regalia, like killing humans, trying to protect the wolves, trying to tell them to get away, and Aspen would not retreat. Effectively.
Damn. It doesn't really, I mean, why were there undead?
That may be a question for either your father somehow or the Sinlay Elf delegation embassy, right?
I'm not talking to her.
Okay.
Is there some umbrage with your Sidney kin? Trillia asks. I don't mean to pry, but certainly they must know why their borders are being harassed by that kind of a force.
There is with one of them.
Oh. If it's not someone of rank, you can probably just ignore them and...
Yeah. I need to process this.
I hope that was helpful. I realize it can be a lot.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Well, maybe I should have forewarned you a bit more. I'm very used to it.
I mean, I knew what I was going to very likely see. Doesn't necessarily make it any easier to have seen it, but...
Aspen, she says. This is all in Elvish, by the way. You can understand, I think, right, Ranmar? So, okay. Yeah, the only thing you can't understand is Aspen's responses. Aspen. Huh? Your leg, your eye, your sight. Lost and found again. How? Oh, him. Not smart, but good. She looks very curiously at Tag. Tag does eventually notice he's being stared at. Does a double take at the elf he's never seen before, but sees you two and waves to you too.
I didn't get to actually see any of that, right? I don't know what the memories were.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I know, says the DM.
Right.
Sorry.
All right, that's fine.
But they'll catch you up at some point.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a good point. I thought, would she ask permission or anything? I thought, no, she's a druid. Trillia leans over to you and sniffs you, Esmaray. And she looks at you even more confused. Why did your scent lead Aspen to that man over there?
I was going to ask that question myself.
That was what I wanted to ask.
Does he still smell like me? Does he smell like me?
Trillia looks a little unsure. I mean, I can go find out, but I don't know how that's going to go over with humans. I don't really understand humans that well.
Me neither.
Can't you just ask Aspen? He could smell it from across the room, right?
Aspen. Ah. What does Tag is his name? I guess. What does
Smart.
Tag smell like Esmaray? Huh? No. Yes and no. Mostly no. I've been doing this for like 15 years, she says, and sometimes they still get me. Animals. They see the world very differently than we do.
Yeah.
What would it take for him to be smart, Tag? What would it take for Tag to be smart? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Probably has to be an elf or something. Only elves are really smart. He's real nice, though. And he's important. Okay, tell me why he's important. It's obvious, right? No. You're elf, right? You're one of those weird elves from across the river. All elves are weird, love. Yeah, okay. I'm bored now. He runs back over behind the bar.
I don't. Okay.
I really hoped I could add more after that. I'm still kind of new at this.
You did great.
I think you did great. I can't understand him and could tell it was confusing. So
I feel like I have more questions than I went in with.
But some of the other questions are answered, right?
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Some dude comes up behind Trillia. Hey, can I buy you a? And she growls at him like a grizzly bear.
no.
And he slowly backs away. And his friends
I like her.
his friends are laughing at him. She's tiny. She's like 5'2".
Aww.
That's my size.
Mm-hmm.
My size, not Esmaray's.
Teeny. No, just the visual of 5'2" growling like a grizzly bear.
It was very convincing.
Yeah, that's incredible, and it's really funny.
This is as good a time as any for the credits
She's
to roll.
my kind of people.
We lived.
Yeah, the town didn't burn down. You got a lot of new information. Some things happened.
My head is full.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Kitri 1175, welcome. Nice to meet you.
Kit. Hello.
Apologies for
You may
missing
not
you.
still be here.
I don't know what SOT is, but they're playing that. It's probably awesome. They're watching it.
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, got it.
I know Kit. Kit's a friend. I may see if I'm conscious enough to play with Kit. Sea of Thieves is so much fun.
Sick.
I may crash their game. Be like, hey.
People really,
What up?
People really enjoyed when Jacoby asked for an explanation on the interaction that happened.
Oh no.
That's a lot of that. That's good.
Of course they did.
Oh, why are y'all like this?
This is a great. If you no pressure to go back and watch the VOD. You never have to do that. But if you're into that, chat was quite fun this time. It was good. Chat was good.
I try to always go back. I think I've missed 2. But I try to always go back and watch with chat for reasons. Oh dear. I had 7 pages of notes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Maybe we have
My
to
brain
do
is so fried right now.
a talkback session. That was a lot. Hey, I maybe in retrospect should not have rolled the event die and should have just chosen to make it a late event day. But I'm like, I got to roll the die. I always roll the die. And well, boom. I was like, okay, well.
And you were like, nat 20.
Let's roll them all out. Let's roll out the 2 major events that are at the top of the table.
Oh my god.
I have major events that can happen that do not involve the party having to leave Hollice. You got it.
We survived.
You did. You have a wizard.
We have a wizard and 2 embassies.
Yeah, you have 2 elvish delegations.
Poor Quinn.
You know what that means.
I know.
You're gonna
Quinn's just gonna be like, what?
You're gonna get more delegations up in here probably.
Oh God.
Great. Awesome.
Somebody else can be an ambassador of other delegations.
Yeah, you have to worry about elves. That's your whole concern. It's Esmaray's concern is elves.
I have to. You know what? I'll figure out what I'm worrying about in particular later. But I just have to worry.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you have to worry about? Everything's going great.
Everything.
Everything's great. Everything's awesome. Did Ashdale come with us for the wolf thing?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, she probably would have. She put her armor on for it.
Yeah, I was like, she got all dressed up.
Yeah, fair enough. She came. She was just really quiet because it's elf shit. She can't speak elvish, so.
Yeah, no, I'll be catching her up.
Sometimes her role is just to stand there and look intimidating.
She's so good at it.
Yeah, everyone knows what that armor means.
It's so badass.
That's Raven
It's
Queen
so
Paladin
pretty.
armor. That means I'm probably going to smash something. It might be you. Watch out.
No, that joke is too easy.
The Doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, poor Mealavir though. Everybody, am I right? Poor Mealavir. Mealavir's got a lot of feelings, and she has no idea how to process them.
Well, we
Yeah, it
have
runs
that
in
in
the family.
common.
Elvir does a pretty damn good job.
Elvir seems to have a pretty good grasp on the emotion situation. I
Yeah.
can
One of us
admire that.
does.
I didn't know what to do when you were behind the bar, and I'm like, do I?
No, I did not want to be perceived.
Okay.
That scene with as behind the bar was maybe one of the best scenes of the campaign. That was incredible. The entire sequence was so fun. I was so glad Darren was there for that because, like, as an introduction for that character, it's really, really clutch.
Oh my god.
Tag being Tag.
Tag was great.
When did you get
Just
back
gonna
there?
insert myself right here. This is my home. Do not wish to be perceived.
I pitched different places you could go. If you go in the kitchen, Polly was back there, so it was like you're either getting a Polly interaction or a Tag interaction. I was like, where's she gonna go?
I'm glad my luck of the draw up here didn't take me into the kitchen. Would have not gone well.
You seem to pick a good spot.
Mealavir's
Arrows may
story
have gone flying.
is usually me trying to kill Mealavir for much of the campaign, but she hasn't been in the line of fire yet. So
Oh no.
she found romance in the first timeline. She found love in the first timeline. Very unlikely candidate. In the second timeline, she did not. She did not.
Poor Mealavir.
Who wants to date what she called herself, quote, a cantankerous bitch. I remember her.
She did do that.
Yeah.
She did.
I mean, her job is being alone for long spans of time, sneaking in places, not talking to anybody, not being seen, killing someone, not being seen and getting out. That's like, 2 to 4 months of insertion to get really deep in some territory where no one knows where she is, eating alone, sleeping alone in tiny, dark places, hiding. You know what she's not doing during all that? Hanging out with friends, socializing, learning how to do that.
Oh, poor Mealavir.
Yeah.
I would just like to revisit something that we touched on briefly in the last episode.
Okay, sure.
Technically, Finn is also pretty damn sneaky. He's
True.
done a pretty good job. I'm just saying, Finn and Mealavir could have an adventure. I'm just saying. Oh dear. Right, Echo? I think it would be great.
Send them off on their own. Split the party. Perfect.
Okay, but maybe not that part.
Hear me out there. Perfect.
No.
Gonna do a schmurder.
No schmurder. No.
Okay.
No
We don't need
schmurder
that.
today.
We don't need that.
Not direct schmurder to Finnegan.
No.
Mealavir, though, I have a grudge.
Why? Why grudge?
Historically, because Mealavir has like always been a little too powerful to go with the party, but the party's always had really great reasons to convince powers to be to let her go with them. And the one party that didn't want her to go, I actually had the elves insert her as a spy in the party and then compel them to go. So they had to bring Mealavir, even though they knew she was a spy for the elves, and Mealavir didn't want to go with them because she didn't want to be a spy for the elves. And like, it was an incredibly awkward, 2 months of play. At the end of which, one of the players decided, you know what, I'm just going to date Mealavir because actually underneath all that cantankerous shit, she's okay. She's actually good, and she's like only done good things for the party, even though she's like on the outward, she'll say shitty things. But when the cards are down, she's always there for us. It was good.
Yeah, Mealavir's great.
Yeah. Rachel is very sneaky, and that's true.
Rachel could go. She's sneaky.
Yeah,
I like where your head's at, Echo.
Rachel's also a little busto, so she can't always be going with the party everywhere. She's like, I gotta throw so much extra shit in there to make sure.
That's why she goes on the side quest crew with Milavir and Finn.
Yeah, she'll. Oh, I want to send
If we split the party, and then you send the OP one.
Metal
with
Gear,
them
Metal
to
Gear
keep them
times.
alive.
Man, I would
Yeah.
play Metal Gear as Rachel if I could in a heartbeat. That'd be fucking dope.
Yes.
I'm gonna do eat shit, Kojima. It's like, sure, I could hide under this Jeep for 15 minutes and wait for the truck to go by, or I could pick the Jeep up and throw it at the other vehicle. I mean, let's go.
Or just be in a parallel dimension and stroll past everybody and they don't know, and then end up where you need to be.
Yeah, it's true.
Poof.
She's got options.
She does. Right? Zoop in and out, murdering or not murdering. Why do we want to murder? We don't have to murder.
Yeah, no reason.
No.
I mean,
No
the murdering is fun, but for me, the fun is that scene in the bar with Esmaray hiding behind the bar and Tag trying desperately to not reveal that while his charisma's not terrible, his deception is. And so he's like trying to pretend like she's not behind the bar. And Darren's just fucking with him.
Oh God. Poor
Shenanigans.
Tag. He did his best.
He did great.
Yeah.
Predictions for next
dear.
episode, which is not next week. We have to this week off because next week is Quinn's birthday, and he might be hopefully not sick through the weekend for his birthday. His birthday is on Tuesday.
I know.
Yeah.
I hope he feels better at least in time for his birthday. Poor Quinn.
Is Finnegan going to trust Darren?
No.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole like half an episode of investigations and interrogations there.
I hope I did Finn at least a little bit proud looking at the document. I failed it, but I tried. The effort was there.
Because the elves are going to start putting trade through Hollice too now. That'd be crazy. You can get elvish stuff.
Oh God.
That means there's
I don't
additional
even know
chances
what
for the carts to have gems and magic items and stuff when you're shopping.
Oh, I need to find out what the carts have later. It doesn't have to happen right now, of course. But I need
roll
to
the
do
dice
that.
in the Discord.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm so brain blasted.
no,
in
don't be
real
sorry.
life.
There was kind of a lot of stuff. This
I-
campaign had a lot of
I feel
stuff.
like I'm always brain blasted. In my life.
But at
There was
least
a lot of stuff.
At least Hollice is easy to understand and smooth sailing every time. No one's
You know
trying to
what?
bamboozle
Yeah.
the party. No one's trying to take advantage of this cute little hamlet.
Yeah.
No one
I
wants to
feel
burn it down.
really safe and secure.
Why are you
in
just straight up
everything.
lying to us? What is that?
I mean, think about what would happen now if anyone attacked Hollice. What would happen if you had like a direct attack, like if a force of 20 to 40 people strolled in here? This is something that I think you should maybe take a moment with, because my other parties would have done this already at the table and talked about it on their own. But I want to give this to you because maybe you don't understand how D&D works. There are a lot of people that call this town their home now. Some of those people, like Aldi, or the blacksmiths, they're honest folks. You know, the Vesvers, the carpenters, they're honest people. They're nice. They're good at doing work. And they're kind to each other, and they have a good time hanging out and chatting about stuff. I mean, they'd probably pick up a spear and a fight if they had to defend their home. But also, standing next to them, they have this crazy fucking wizard with a bag of fireballs, a demon princess that desperately wants people to like her and who doesn't want this little town to get hurt. Woe to anyone that gets the attention of Shyl'arany, who also likes this town. There are a lot of people who, if the cards came down, would protect this town. And now you've got elves who, it is wise to be suspicious of the motivations of at least some of the elvish officials. They don't want this town to fall down either. So the town has more built-in defenses than just walls or the town guards who people when they're in town, the party's training them. You got them good equipment upgrades. They have a really good blacksmith now. They're about to get a really incredible forge. Trade in the town's going to get enhanced now because people see it as an independent state, and the elves are start trading through here now, and all of that is stuff I think about. And so Hollice's capability to protect itself goes up.
There's so much.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much.
You don't have to worry
Okay.
about it. I just think it's fun for me to know all that stuff. So I do.
Oh, well, now I'm going to worry about it.
I'm that kind of nerd.
Yeah.
I think it's just fun to think about. It's really rare, but can you imagine 40 hoodlums rushing in and then Shyl'arany's like, no? What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
Yeah.
She's your
Nothing.
friend.
Die. Yeah, Ronnie's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to help her, and I don't know how to do that.
I think we are helping her. It's just going to be a lengthy process. It's a lot there.
I feel like I don't do words good and no help.
I mean, folks that are still in chat, I think, if you feel comfortable saying so, I feel like they've made huge progress with Ronnie, all things considered.
Yeah.
I talked.
No, I'm sorry.
Each of
when
you
I said
did.
no help, I meant me.
Each
I
of
meant
you.
me no help.
No, you are plenty help.
Do my best.
We did great.
You all
We
do
did
really
it without
great.
a bard.
Yeah.
We did it without a bard.
Yeah, you did. The two of you more or less talked her off the ledge, and you kept her from slipping back into the room, as it were. Right? So.
Yeah, see, that's a win.
We
did good. We did a
good. We did do a good.
You did a good.
Poor Ronnie. Oh, hi, Ravioli.
You got options.
Ah.
You got options.
Ravioli says hello, everybody.
Hello, Ravioli.
Oh, right. If I drag this, it's gonna bust, and everyone's gonna see it. Right?
Are you gonna break it?
Yes.
Oh.
Because they're gonna see that. There we go.
What are we looking at? I'm looking at the it's broken.
It's very brief, but in order to open a window, I had to open a window.
Nah, sounds fake.
Let's see who we got. Friends.
Are we looking for a friend?
Oh, there's a bunch of friends. Oh, man.
Who is on? I don't even. Oh my goodness.
I know. It's nice. I have to admit to you all, I was getting used to looking at my follow list and being like, all the people I once knew don't stream anymore. And so I guess I have to get out there and make new friends. And that just sounds overwhelming to me these days. I'm really tired all the time. How do I make
It's
new friends?
scary, especially to raid into someone you don't know. You're just hoping the tags are legit. It's scary. Well, I see some familiar faces.
Me
and
too.
Good.
God, I can't decide. So we're gonna rate. Fuck, I'm gonna roll a die. I genuinely, I love them both so much, and I'm like, I can't raid them both. I don't know. Fuck. All right.
Good shout out though.
We'll shout out Skitsy Poop because she was one option and Nisavos is the other option. But I rolled the die and it said Nisavos, so we're gonna go raid Nisavos. But stop in and say hi to Skits too because they're both really great, and also you're all really great.
Yay!
We did the button. I'm back.
Buttons.
I'm back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm playing. I don't know. Maybe it's pathologic time. Maybe it's more Caves of Cud. I'll roll a die.
Feel recovered enough?
I thought so, but then I said the word pathologic and my chest seized up. So we just have to have just need to talk
Probably
it out.
not a good
We need to
idea,
talk
then.
it out. If I play Pathologic for next week, then the next round of D&D will be awesome. Oh, no. Zoom out. Okay, bye, everybody. Farewell.
Awesome.
Okay, bye. Farewell. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Farewell. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Wee.
Okay, bye. Stick around for the raid. Get your channel points. Okay, bye.